sorry for him. You just watched it go, and you're like, dang. Hello,
Nice.
everyone.
Hey guys, so
We're
I might just switch over to the Logitech to be honest, because
less hassle.
getting on my nerves.
Get it on your titties.
Problem is I can't fully be bothered to like do extensive research. I know you said what you spent the money on the camera. Why don't you research it? But I don't know, man. I kind of just want it to be like for streams, like when you're just focusing it on rock work and it's staying there. I think it's not too bad. Like the box doesn't show up very often.
Yeah.
But I mean, surely there is a way. If anyone knows a way of how to get the Canon EOS M50's autofocus to close off, like whilst you're in it,
Basically, to stop autofocusing on anything.
or like, I mean, basically, I can understand why it needs to autofocus, but like, surely there's a way you can hide
The
the
box.
yeah.
I
No,
imagine it works if you're just recording on the camera. Like if you've got the camera and like what it's recording, but what you're doing is basically mirroring what the camera is seeing, which is probably why you're getting the squares. Why don't you just message Coconut? Because Coconut obviously doesn't have this issue.
it's a good point.
Coconut doesn't have the same issue, so message him. Hello, Scott. Hello, Burrito. Hello, CT4747. And Jeffrey was here earlier, but he had to dip because he's signing off for the day.
Yeah, I said he was going to sleep. So, did you notice I have updated the thumbnail again?
I did not. Let me go have a gander.
Yeah, I updated the thumbnail again. It's like the new default one. I'll send it over to you. I think it's just a bit more clean and like visible, basically.
It hasn't come up on my like feed. It comes up on my notifications, but obviously that's like a few pixels big, so it's very hard to see what's going
Yeah.
on. EMG glasses, yeah, I'm decaling, and I've had such a long day at work. I really feel like I need to get my readers on, but they do like nothing. I can see everything absolutely fine. Just looking across the room, then it gets a little bit blurry. But yeah, I am decaling Scott. I'm finishing off Cody because I've haven't been here for the last few days. I've been working in my hotel, but there's been no Wi-Fi either, which has been hell. I've used
You're back in the same place.
back in the hotel, and the Wi-Fi's gone down, and I've used 10 gig of data in 3 days.
That's yeah.
I mean, I was watching Netflix, so that's probably why. But you know, I've used 10 gig in like 3 days. So yeah, happy days.
Hang on a sec.
I'm also hanging on. I am trying to lay his booty down.
So I was thinking, do you think we should do this at a different time?
What time are you thinking?
When I say different time, I also mean like maybe. Do you think Friday is still the best day to do it?
I don't know. I like the idea of it being a Friday and the fact that
See,
you finish off the work week. But like today, I'm just shattered today. Like I'm
so
so tired.
so what I was thinking is basically like now lockdown's lifting in the UK. I think it's noticeable that people are starting to go out more, whether it be to the pub or just on walks or meeting
Yeah,
and stuff. And although Friday seems like a great day, although Friday seems like
yeah.
Father of Mary. Although Friday seems like theoretically it would be a great day to um to do the live stream because it's like the end of the working week, people can just kind of put it on and chill out and listen to it. I think the problem is that now, obviously, where things are opening up, Friday all of a sudden is now that I'm gonna have to change the camera. Sorry, that's annoying me.
That's right, man.
I feel like Friday is now obviously like the
Yeah,
day
everyone's going
you go to
out to
work.
the
Yeah,
pub.
either that, yeah, or they're getting home and like they have dinner and stuff. It's just sort of Friday is just, and obviously you've got all the programs come out on Friday as well, don't they? You know, like the Winter Soldier, um,
Yeah,
a lot of Netflix and Disney Plus TV series now starting to come out. So you've got all of that, plus you've got people streaming as well. And for us too, like now we're both back working 5 days a week pretty much, and we both have physical jobs. I'm just a bit, I don't know,
apprehensive.
sometimes I think maybe we could be getting there's more potential to be had.
Yes, if it was a like Thursday or a Wednesday.
Yeah, or something like that. Basically, let's change that
Would we
over.
still do it midday week, or would we do it like a weekend? Because weekends don't work too well for me.
Weekends don't. See, this is the thing. So it's not that I wouldn't want to do it in the weekdays, but I feel like if we were to do it in the weekdays, we wouldn't necessarily be getting much. Like in terms of us being tired, still, it would be much the same, wouldn't it?
Pretty much.
Around here, but the thing is finding the right time on the weekend as well. If we were to do it, like obviously I've got the weekend is the time that me and my partner get to spend together, as I'm assuming that's probably the same thing for you.
Yeah, that's more or less what it's about.
I mean, at the end of the day, worst comes to worst, I guess we would just have to keep them to maybe like a shorter span, and we would have to maybe just keep it to like an hour and 15 minutes or something a piece.
Yeah, have like kind of a countdown timer or whatever on the screen if we can do that.
Yeah.
And then kind of like, then we have to kind of like keep to that time frame as opposed to just keep chatting until we're
unless of course it was one of those situations where me and you both just happened to have like a free evening or something,
yeah.
But that would obviously just sort of be discussed at that time. Yeah, we just sort of see if we're both free while we're streaming. But that could be an option, because I feel like there's all that stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I like the Friday evening slot as well. To be honest, I like the feel of it, because it is like the end of the week and we get to do stuff. But I'm just thinking in terms of audience and stuff.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. But also, welcome Paul Williams and Goofy Brick as well. 1am live here. Somehow I popped in. I mean, I'm glad you made it, man.
Who's that? Goofy Brick, did you
Goofy
say?
Bricks, yeah. It's like somehow I popped in.
Welcome to the stream, mate. Thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Like at the minute, it is hard. Like I was talking to my my boss today because we were driving back from Nuki, and I was saying to him how like basically, I do my Monday 8:30 till 5, and then I get home and then it's working on Lego for my mock or doing Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Basically, like and Bricklink as well. That's basically a second job.
Yeah.
And I said, even tonight, like I've done such like a full day, and it comes to 10 o'clock, and it's like, right, I now need to start my second job and start live streaming. And I love the live streaming part of it. Like, that's not the issue. It's just the fact that there's just never enough hours in the day to do everything. And plus, then you also have time to kind of like sleep and eat and unwind and whatnot. So
it is difficult, isn't it? Like when you are like a full-time working, the working, and you are just trying to like start something up.
Definitely, it's a challenge. I mean, I'm willing to put the hours in. I'm willing to put the grind in to get the channel or both our channels to the point where we don't have to work as hard all of the time.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we can get to a point where we do get like consistently 17, 25 people come into the streams and not have to like
really have to work for it and try and
well, yes, like tonight, like I was expecting, I think this is like a record low, to be honest, so far. Like,
was it like 3?
I had like 3 people in the stream. Like at most, had like 6 people at one point, just for about 2 minutes there. I don't know if that's maybe because is not that Sam Smith still streaming, but then again, like I said, it just seems to me that obviously first of all, I don't know if like Brixie was streaming as well. I don't know if he's still going, but at the end of the day, you have got like not that Sam Smith streaming. You got people like Brixie if they on, or like Matt if he ends up streaming, like Brickwiz.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, sometimes you've got GM Productions like does a mock stream, and then on top of that, you've got like Netflix, not Netflix, like Disney Plus, just having released like 7 different TV shows
All at once.
Yeah, and you've got like 3 of them where they're like hour, 2 hour long episodes, and they're like releasing on Friday night. People want to watch those straight off the bat,
Yeah.
you know. And there's only, like you said, there's only so much hours in a day,
Yeah.
and so that brings us to the question again, like when do we do it then? If it's not Friday night at 10 o'clock, which we know is like we at least know that we can stream at that time. Like just done something really stupid there. Sorry.
That's all right.
What I'm thinking is, I hate to do it, but maybe one of our only other options is to overlap not that Sam Smith stream and stream earlier.
Yeah.
Than 10. Because part of the reason why we streamed later was because Sam, part of it was because we wanted to get more exposure for like America and other countries like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a lot of the time it doesn't seem like we get too much exposure from America. Actually, like a lot of our viewers are from the UK, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
So it sort of feels like we may as well do it earlier, because that also means that, you know, when things do open up again,
we can go a bit longer as well, can't we?
Yeah, well, if we do our podcast from like 7 to 9, even, you know,
you can still go comment.
Yeah, we still. What I mean, yeah. So like, if we did it from that time, it would be early enough that people would be able to watch it still. Like 7 o'clock to 9 o'clock is a nice time.
Yeah.
And, 2 secs, and we'd still be able to run a 2-hour show. You know, because I do like the fact that we can sometimes. I feel like sometimes it takes us about half an hour to 45 minutes to just properly, you know, get into something, like dig our teeth into it.
Yeah.
So you got that, and then, like you said, we finished by 9 o'clock the latest, and we'd still be out. You know,
we can still socialise with our other halves and mates and whatnot.
Well, it's the second week in a row now. My partner said to me about like going out tonight and stuff. She wanted to, you know, like do something, and I'm at the end of the day, I'm not that bothered about it, to be honest. Like, since the first lockdown,
I've enjoyed being at home. I've absolutely loved not having to go out and do anything.
I was going to say, yeah, I've saved all the money I would have spent on drinks and pissed it away, essentially. I've been able to spend on Lego.
Like, you've invested it into your channel.
Yeah, which for me, I know it might sound boring or loserish to some people, but that's what I enjoy. It's my hobby, and it's fantastic. And
I kind of agree with it, to be fair. Like,
healthier as well. Much healthier.
My missus is absolutely buzzing to go back out to the clubs and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, maybe a couple of years ago I would have been the same, but now I'm just like, I'd rather spend my money on other things, you know?
Yeah, stuff that's gonna last. Like, I'm the kind of guy at the minute, like, I have a drink, you know, I'm happy to have a drink and stuff, but
I saw you have one there a second ago.
Yeah, if it came to it, to be honest, like, you know, it's not at the top of my list to go out and get absolutely mashed.
Yeah. Bangers and mash.
But yeah. So that's the main thing. Like, if we did change the time, because I know that we also do have some viewers. Like, I don't know if he'll pop in, but Coconut normally pops in and stuff. And
yeah, he pops in for a bit, doesn't he?
Camera, mic, Logitech.
Sweet.
There we go. Yeah, like, even now, like, I'm appreciate everyone who is watching, but we only have 4 viewers, and by this point into it, we're like, normally we're trending. Like, now we've only got 2.
Yeah.
And I don't know what's happening, but
no, I'm unsure, to be fair. Like, we started off, the first couple of streams was quite bad, and then we started picking up traction. We're like, yeah, we're getting people. You know, this is working, and it's just going to the point now. It's just like, no one new's couple. I mean, we got Paul Williams. He's fairly new to the channel. We got Burrito Boys. He's fairly new to the channels, and Scott's been here since day dot. So, you know, we've gained a couple of new names and faces, but we've lost kind of some of the people who were originally here to start with.
Weird. like for some reason, like it is oddly dead today, which I
Yeah,
find. I do think that another thing, like I was saying, I do think the fact that the pubs have just opened up everywhere, and a lot of the country and other countries as well are starting to ease lockdown a little bit. I do think that has some sort of a factor.
yeah.
A
Did you
factor.
did you see on the news that people were queuing up last night? When can we go to pubs?
Monday.
Monday. So people were queuing up Sunday night until midnight or until 1 a.m. in the morning just so they could go have a pint.
But what I don't understand, right, is why would the pubs don't even open till like
No,
the
the pub stayed open just so that people could get their first pint in as
what,
soon as lockdowns restrict, like as long as it eased.
wait, so people stayed up from Sunday night
Yeah, to 1 a.m. in the morning, and
waiting
the pubs were open so that people could drink at that time in the morning. Like
oh
just
wait, the pubs opened abnormally
yeah,
early.
so
Like,
that people could have a drink. It's honestly it's mental.
see, I won't lie. I went and got my first drink yesterday night spontaneously. I just walked down the road with my partner to the shop to get some stuff from the shop, and on the way back, there we one of like the nice pubs. Pardon me, one of the nice pubs along on the road on the way back has like outdoor seating, and it was like 9:30, and there was probably like 10 tables outside or something, and there's like three tables with people on, or four tables with people on, and we thought, why not sit down and have a drink? But it wasn't something that I was like lining up, you know.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I mean,
No,
what's the
I'm
point?
not. I'm not the one for really. Like the only thing I really queue up for is rides at a theme park and the Lego store.
Yeah.
Oh, and the only other one time I have queued up is to get my brand new iPhone. Other than that, like I've never queued up for anything.
I didn't even. Oh, I suppose you'd queue at the Apple shop, wouldn't you?
Yeah, it's because at least you have to book, like, get your slot.
Yeah. Um. Speaking of Lego store, it's double VIP weekend, isn't it?
Is it?
It is.
I have no money.
It is double
I spent
VIP.
all my money.
So the thing is, I thought, you know what, I always sort of miss out on this, and I don't really bother with it. I thought maybe I should have a go at this time, because I've always thought, is it actually that profitable for me? Like,
I know what you
because
meant.
a lot of the time, like on a normal day, you get all this. One of the reasons why I don't actually buy from Lego themselves quite often is because you never get a deal with them.
No,
Like,
the only time double VIP is worth it is for UCS, like the big UCS sets, so like the
oh, like
Falcon.
anything like £150 or
Yes,
over.
because they rarely go on sale on bigger, like on like Smiths or whatnot. But
Yeah, but the thing is, like they do go on sale, you know, and
not that often. But then
yeah,
if you're getting your
no,
double points, it's worth, obviously double points is worth a lot
yeah, it's basically like it being on sale.
more or less. So
But
that's
that's
the only
the
time double points really makes a difference for me.
what I don't understand, right, is why my camera feels very like, I don't know.
I don't know why none of my decals are sticking to my Lego.
Oh man, I haven't decaled in ages. I've been too scared to.
I want to get into it. I want to start like
So
using it as like another side business.
yeah, it would be cool. Also, I don't get like great deals from anyone, you see. So when if I was to get stuff, I'd have to buy it uh straight from like Blue Harvest Bricks or something. Which, don't get me wrong, they do like a fair price,
Yeah,
like the average thing. But I suppose like Master Builder probably does. Do you get your helmets from him?
yeah. I get all my helmets and blank bodies from him.
Do you get official Lego ones or knockoffs?
I think they're official Lego ones.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure they're official Lego ones. Because well, I haven't got any off of him yet, but I'm going to be getting some hopefully soon once I've done these next batch of decals.
Started on the 12th till the 20th. What started on the 12th to the 20th?
Is that double VIP?
I thought I'm almost certain Double VIP is only on for this weekend.
I don't know, but this decal is not sticking whatsoever.
CT4747, don't forget me. Oh, God, admit Insta has seen quite the last. Oh, has seen quite quiet. Just popped up on his story on Insta for you. Oh, sweet. Oh, do they mean my Insta's been quite quiet this recently, or just
Mine's
like?
definitely been quiet. I haven't posted anything for
Oh,
ages.
so my problem is, right, first of all, I've been like quite tired after each work evening this week, and I've just not really had the time to like do loads of stuff. I mean, to be fair, I wanted to release a video this week, and I wanted to release an episode of the mock. I was really, really angry with myself that I didn't get an episode of the mock out. But the thing is, I have actually made footage for it, but I didn't have enough footage. Like, funny enough, I always try to pack in a lot of footage with mine. Some people kind of like fart their footage, if you know what I mean.
Like
Like,
me.
well, not necessarily, but some people try and make like a 10-minute video out of stuff that's only really got like you've only done like 3 minutes worth of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
They're like me.
but like for me, I try and like if I make like a 12-minute episode, I don't want to be talking about like one thing for ages, you
Yeah.
know. It's just like I have a certain level or amount of stuff that I'd like to get done in an episode, and if I don't get enough stuff, if I don't get enough footage for an episode, I don't want to release like a small episode. I'd rather
Yeah.
wait and release a proper one. But so far, I'm happy. I actually have made some more physical progress on the mock, and that's something that for a while was a bit sort of like for me. I don't know. I feel like the mock scared me, if I'm honest, for a bit. Like I just looked at it. I hadn't laid a brick on the mock for about 3 weeks at one point.
Intimidated you a little bit, did it?
Well, it's just like as the days went past, every time I looked at it, I was like scared to put something on it because I wasn't certain of how I wanted to build it, I think.
Yeah.
And so I was worried that if I was to build it in a certain way
You
and
might
then
build it
buy,
wrong.
yeah, and then buy, that's the part of the thing. I didn't buy parts for a while because I hadn't fully decided on how I was going to do it. And then I was like, well, I think the thing that was scaring me is I don't have endless money. If I buy all the parts and it's not what I think it is and I want to do something else, I'm screwed.
Yeah, because you
Because,
spent all your you spent all your budget
yeah,
already.
and then I've also got a bunch of useless pieces and the time scale. And so I just didn't do anything for a while. And I finally found like the method that I wanted to go with. And I didn't want to make like 2 or 3 pointless episodes of me basically just going like, "Oh, this is how I might do it. This is how I don't know."
Probably if you're gonna do it. Actually, this is how it's gonna be done.
Hmm. Like, I made an episode where I kind of talked about the different things, and then I made another episode, and that included like the other way, and I didn't want to like keep going back over that same thing.
Yeah.
So the good thing is now I found like the way I want to go, and I've got a ton of parts in. Not enough to like do the whole thing, but I basically got enough in that I want to try and do like 2 to 3 weeks worth of the mock in 1 week
Okay.
to like bring it up to speed. Now that's I'm gonna use it as like 2 to 3 weeks worth of mock video for like the normal person. So
Yeah.
what I want to do, I want to get at least like a third of the floor in out of the whole mock. I want to get at least
Jeez.
a third of the whole floor done, and then I want to finish off a third to pretty much half of the mocks. I think yeah, basically half of the mocks. You know the tunnel.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got enough parts in that I can finish the tunnel section like
Ideal.
halfway down, and then obviously the floor will butt up to it, and then I want to try and get some sort of progress on how I'm gonna do the gunship crash scene. And then I would like to start building up the walls a little bit more, like a little
Yeah.
bit. And I think that would be like episode 6, which I think is like a fair amount, to be
That's a
honest.
decent amount of progress, to be fair. Like what I've been trying to do with Kashyyyk is kind of like so. week one was obviously planning. Week two was kind of starting off doing the dark tan outline, just kind of getting, a feel for that. Then I also found out my design was slightly wrong, so I fixed that. And then, week three finished off that. Week four was just no, yeah. Week two we finished off the tan. Week three we start. I can't remember which weeks or what, but I've started doing the beach. I'm trying to do it like in 2 week segments. So like start the beach in 1 week, finished it in the next week, just because there is like so much beach work to do. But
Yeah, see, the other good thing about yours is right, is
yeah,
that you actually have gone with the modular thing, which
yeah,
is something that I really wanted to do, and I just found myself not doing it, and I'm a bit worried that I'm not gonna actually get to finish the mock.
you will. You just have to be determined to do it.
My problem is I know for a fact that I don't have anywhere near the amount of parts and pieces that I need to finish this mock, and I've probably only got about 2.5 weeks left here in this house. And where it's not modular, it's about it's 2 grey base plates wide and 3 grey base plates long, and my staircase is like probably less than a meter wide.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure you could make that modular if you needed to make it modular. You could take up some of the plates on the floor.
So this is the thing. I was thinking to myself, technically, I could like maybe try and like split the mock down the middle.
Yeah.
It would still be like really long, but it would just come apart in half, and I could just put it on a tray.
Hmm.
Possibility I could do that. And also at the minute, I've only actually built on 4 trays. So technically, the mock is actually only 2 grey base plates by 3 blue.
Yeah.
So that's that is a possibility I could do, but I still haven't. I'm in limbo at the minute, you see, because I haven't actually got we haven't written the contract up for the sale of the house. So we're still going through paperwork, and hopefully we're going to get an exchange contract written up soon. But I have no time scale of when we're at. Sorry, I have no time scale of when I have to actually vacate the house. And I don't want to start moving stuff out until I've actually signed the exchange form, because
So you need to be out.
although the buyer actually apparently is incredibly keen on the house, it's still risky and sort of tempting fate, isn't it, for me to start moving my stuff out before we've signed the form.
Yeah. A
So
little.
because I also don't want to start buying stuff either, because I want to get myself an IKEA table, or just something like a big white table, really,
Yeah.
for when I move into my parents' house and I've got the Lego room. I don't really want to use this dining room table because I don't like the shape of it, and I don't like the fact that the hinges aren't solid. So like when you push down on it, it kind of goes dung dung, and it's not too bad, but you can just know that stuff gets picked up by the mic.
Hmm. Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Like you don't want to be like rushing anything. You want to just do it as and when you need to do it. But
Yeah.
yeah, no. I think probably the best thing for you to do is just build what you can, but then obviously try and like not build over too much where the gaps are going to be in terms of like your base plates. Because if you need to break it apart, just lift up your tiles in the middle of the base plates or whatever, and then you can kind of separate it for moving. Then when you're settled in your new house, then you can go, right, okay, we can now extend the time scale by X amount of weeks or a couple of months or whatever.
Yeah.
And then, then budget it over that, and then you can then eventually get it finished. But obviously, the quicker you get this one finished, you can start your next one. So
Yeah, that's the thing.
that's the thing.
I've also I must admit, I have been spending a lot of money in other places on Lego.
Oh, naughty! Like your sealed sets.
Money that I should have spent technically on forwarding the mock, I have spent on other things. But at the end of the day, I thought to myself, I actually have a fair amount of parts here that I can work with, so it's not going to stop that. It's just I was waiting for those parts to come in, and I didn't want to miss out on all these good deals. I've got very into the I feel like there's a proper cult market, like a side section off of Lego Star Wars for people who collect Lego Star Wars, basically for people who collect the clones.
Yeah.
But the scalper type people that are constantly looking for the best deal and putting offers in and
Uh huh.
just grow stuff for the sake of like having the figures and like just the whole sort of, oh, that's a good fig for a good deal, let's try and cop that kind of thing.
Yeah.
I've got into that, and the problem is that you don't realize you're doing it. You're basically like you buy one or two because you see a good deal, and then you're 2 weeks down the line and you find that you've got 14 different items that you're watching, you know, and you're constantly typing in on eBay like the set numbers and like the figs and stuff, and
Yeah.
you're like making an effort when before it was just like, oh, I saw that for a good deal. So
I know
yeah,
exactly what that's like. I've got so many items on my watch list at the minute, and I'm watching them, and I'm like, I don't really need it. Some of it is for my bricklink, so some of it is, like genuine bits, but other bits is like, oh, that's a good deal. They got some good figures in that. I don't have that figure, so I'll keep that figure for myself. I'll sell these ones on, and it's just like, I'm watching probably the best part of £200 worth of figures. I'm like, I
yeah,
don't have £200 to spend. I've probably got like 20 quid I can spend on figures. So it's
yeah,
like one of the auction lots that's going on eBay at the minute. But it's
yeah.
like, oh, I'll watch them all because, just in case I miss out on one.
Mm. I just want to read the comments quick because we haven't
Not a
mentioned.
problem.
Scott Davis said, "What is blue? What is a blue Monday? What is a blue Monday?" I think the only Blue Monday I know is the band.
Never
Um,
heard of them.
they called. Actually, don't think they're even called the Blue Mondays. Happy Mondays, they're called. A Monday on which one feels gloomy or dispirited, especially because it is a return after the weekend.
Oh, yeah, the
Google.
Monday Blues.
Apparently, that's the Google definition. Dark Lord of the Brick, but I said hello to him.
Hello.
Um, it was some media created thing here in the UK when there is a certain Monday of the year. All right. Don't worry, guys. I will try and catch up quite quickly. There's not too much. The good thing is, because we don't have all that many people in the chat today, like if you guys actually have a question, like don't be afraid to ask. We probably have
yeah,
private.
to ask away. Well,
I
it won't take us that long to get to it.
Yeah, I mean, I've got stuff to talk about, but if you guys want us to chat about anything particular and involve you, I've sort of felt guilty for putting me open mock collab on the back burner for a couple of weeks. Open mock collab?
Oh no, it's
sorry. On to work on a mock for Fox Lug. What is this Fox Lug?
It's his new lug that he's joined.
I'm feeling pretty good, doing good. Thanks, Star Lord. Hey, UCS. 2 weeks left. You better start packing. Yeah, anywhere between like 2 and 4 weeks. I wouldn't. I mean, I'd be surprised if it was 4 weeks at this point because we're already what feels like quite far along. I think I've done all the paperwork that I can do apparently, and I've answered all of the client's questions as far as I'm concerned. I've got like all the necessary checks, I believe, as well, like
Nice.
certificates.
Yeah,
So,
that's what you want.
I mean, at this point, I feel like it's literally just like ins and outs. I don't know. You know when you have like gas, like you,
Kinda.
but it's that kind of gas where it just kind of stops you breathing for a second, makes you feel like you're
Yeah.
gonna.
No, I know that exact gas.
Yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, it's like it makes your voice go funny a little bit.
Yeah. Like it gets stuck at your back of your throat.
Yeah. I'm also feeling demotivated after a co-owner of a lug said I wasn't good enough to join, but they said it to the other co-owner, not me, so I heard it off them, which was, I don't know, man. I wouldn't be so worried about it. Like,
Blip.
I don't get why people are so bothered about being in a lug.
I mean, our community is just as good.
Like, it'd be cool to be in one, I guess. Like, I like the idea of the fact that like they're basically helping you get out there. I suppose, like if you do something good that they like, but at the end of the day, you got to remember, Burrito Boys, that just because that one lug didn't enjoy your content or your
Doesn't
mock,
mean others won't.
exactly, every single person is different. Every single person's got a different idea of what's good. That's why art float. That's why the art industry is so like widely.
Fast.
Yeah, because like you literally cannot say something's terrible because one man. It's the phrase, isn't it? One man's like, I don't know, coal is another man's gold or something.
Yeah.
So there is that. Like, just don't get demotivated about it. Just be like, okay, they didn't enjoy my stuff. Off with you. Let's go to the next lug and have a gander.
Exactly. Couldn't put that better myself.
I think I'd tell them thanks, but wait, what? Burrito, that really sucks. I think tell them thanks, but no thanks. That was quite painful to hear. Yeah, I mean, I've said my piece. Mando Studios, welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping in. Honestly, I appreciate it. I don't know what is going on tonight. I believe maybe it is the fact that it's technically the first weekend pubs are open and stuff.
It's Friday.
Do you know what? I've got 5 songs on TikTok that I've favorited that I just know I want to make a
Saturday,
video
Sunday.
about.
Yeah.
So I want to make a video of like the custom gunship and the ATTE and just doing like it's a Friday night.
Yeah.
It's Sunday. Because it's sort of popping off. But I mean tonight would be good. I keep like waiting to do it on a Friday night as well, because I feel like I don't know, it just sort of feels a bit wrong to me to like release a TikTok with that song on like a Wednesday.
Yeah. You kind of have to. I mean, you can make it and save it in your drafts.
But at the same time, I also like if I miss it tonight, I don't want to just wait till like next Friday. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can make it tonight and then wait till next Friday.
I suppose so.
That's what I do. I make TikToks and stick them in my drafts, and then you just wait until.
Yeah. Or like your personal, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah.
Because I've seen that with I've done it a few times. But one thing I don't understand with TikTok is, like why they don't have like a section on it where you could schedule a video.
I think you can on your laptop, but just not on the app.
Oh, fair enough.
I've never tried it, but it says like upload and schedule. I'm like, what? Oh, you tit. Sorry, I put it down and I ruined it.
Let's just going down quick. Hey Mando, seriously, don't have the time to start beef. UCS, do I own the Malevolence? I do not own the Malevolence. I actually didn't
own the Malevolence.
I didn't know about the Malevolence till about 2.5, 3 years ago, and I thought it is a really cool set, but I kind of wish they did it in like a UCS style. Like where you could actually take the panels off and like you could, because I feel like they could easily make that in UCS style and have like different panels where you could take it off and see like a bit of the train.
I mean, they have a kind of a monorail in there. At the very back of the ship, they have red tiles, and they have a little like sliding train thing that has a bucket in the back, and that's where you keep like your spanners and stuff. So you can like unhook it and then slide it forward, and then you can take it out. So there's one either side at the back, which is quite cool.
I mean, it's one of those sets for me. It's a display piece.
Yeah, but you need a lot of space for it as well.
It looks really cool on display, and they definitely captured the angles and the size proportion of it very well. But I think as a play set, like the play features aren't, for me, like when you take it off and you can see all like it's just not aged well on the inside, has it?
No.
It's cool and it was great for then. It's a bit like the Venator. Like it's a great set. It's fantastic. And it's going to be like one of those sort of legend sets.
Yeah.
What it is when it was released and what
it's going to be one of those sets that you tell your grandchildren. Back in my day, there was the set, like, the Venator.
Because it's like you could criticize the set. Like you could say it's too fat boy looking, it's chibi scale type thing.
I was going to say it's very pudgy in the middle, isn't it?
Yeah, and like when you lift up the top, you can see all the Technic everywhere and stuff, and it's outdated, but at the same time, it still is a great set, and they did a fantastic job. And what I love about the Venator is they were just able to incorporate so many play features on it. For like was it 2008 or 2010?
8.
Might have been 2009, 2008. I think it was released and ran till 2010.
Maybe, yeah. It definitely was out early. It was one of the early Doors
Yeah.
sets.
And I mean, you look at it, and you wouldn't have thought. I would have thought that's easily a 2013 set,
Yeah.
or like
I mean,
2000.
I really wish Lego did more. Like back then, you had your battle packs, which is like your £10 sets. You did £20 sets, your 30, your 50. Then you had
They
your
had
80
the
and
market.
£100 sets.
They had the market.
And
Per-
now it's kind of like, okay, we're going to do a £25 set, we're going to do a 30 quid set, a 50 quid, and then it's going to be like UCS at 300. Right,
yeah.
okay.
By the way, Lucy Moore, if you're still in the chat, welcome to the stream. Appreciate you coming along.
Welcome, welcome.
Hey, what's your favorite? What's your opinion on M&S? Ah, what's your opinion on the M&S versus Aldi colon controversy? Is that a
Oh,
thing?
yeah. Yeah, so M&S is suing Aldi for the caterpillar cake. The fact that Aldi have their knockoff caterpillar cake that looks very much like the M&S caterpillar cake. So
Seriously,
M&S is suing uh, Aldi
the cat
over
cake.
cake. Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, they got like Percy pigs and stuff. Like, there's so much knockoff inside
What?
Aldi.
Really?
Yeah, did you not know?
I think M&S should be. I think if M&S is going to quibble over one thing, it's got to be the Percy pigs. Like
No,
that.
caterpillar cake though.
That's a
Big
genuine.
gainer one.
I mean, yeah, that's a genuine store exclusive for me. Like the Percy Pigs is sort of like the brand name for me for
It
M&S.
is M&S. You go into an M&S, they're gonna have Percy
It
pig.
is the only place. It's not like wine gums or
No,
anything like that. Like
Percy the pig.
you can only get that shit at M&S.
100%.
And what I love about it is it's vegan, right? And I'm not like a massive vegan or anything, but I
Are they
do.
vegan though?
Sorry, I think. Well, what
I
it
know Dinky Dogs from Lidl, they're vegan.
so what it says, right, is I think it has the V, whether that means vegetarian or
I
vegan or
think
something.
it means vegetarian.
But either way, it doesn't have gelatin in it.
Yeah,
And
but I think there's something else that's in it.
gelatin is basically the crushing up of all the
Pig
cartilage and bones and
of
stuff.
pigs.
Yeah, which is something, to be honest, is the one thing that turns me off of sweets. The fact that I know that stuff's in it.
Yeah.
Um, So that's why I love Percy Pig so much, because they're sort of like strawberry type flavor, and they've got like, there's two types of sweets, isn't there? You got the chewy type sweet, and then you've got like in the Star Mix where like you've got the egg and the yolk. That's
The
perfect.
foam,
Yeah,
like
you
the
got that.
foamy type sweets. Yeah.
That's the two kinds of sweets in it, really,
Yeah.
like chewy sweets. And what I love is that Percy Pigs has a very good combination of both of those things, and it tastes nice, and it doesn't have all the shite in it.
Very true.
Well, it doesn't have all of that stuff. I mean, there
There's
can't be
not
much
shite.
worse.
There's not as much shite in it.
There can't be. It can't get much worse, can it? Or as bad. Whatever they're putting in it instead, surely can't be as bad as like ocelot eyelids and like kangaroo bones and stuff,
Yeah.
and like elephant knob.
That's definitely what I want in my elephant knob.
Like it can't be that bad, can it? So do you know what? If that's good with me.
Yeah. Man Studios has got to go. Brick Boys is also here, and he says, "You guys from the UK too?" Yes, we are. Who's the best UK Lego or YouTuber for Lego? I'd probably say UCS. It's pretty good for Lego. Blown out the park right there.
I'd have to say vice versa.
Yeah.
I don't think there are many others.
Not really. There's me, you, not that Sam Smith.
The only guy I know that sort of got a bit of clout is I don't even really know him that well, to be honest. Like he's a Lego City channel. Um I forget what his name is actually. um he does his videos in a loft. Sometimes he has his partner on it.
I don't know. I know there's London Bricks. He's a fairly big YouTuber.
I don't think it's him. I can't believe I'm going blank. I think his name's actually quite easy to remember as well.
Dave. It's just Dave.
I can't remember what his name is. He's got blonde hair. Looks like he's in about his 30s. And
Honestly, no.
Bricking It. I think it's Bricking It.
I mean, you would be if you lived in a loft.
There we go. Yeah, so that's the only guy I know that he's got like a noticeable amount of subs.
Bricking It. Bricks and Pigs. Lucy Moore, I'm British and I have a YouTube, but I'm not like a big YouTuber.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't class most of us big YouTubers, to be fair.
So that's the thing. I wouldn't like. No offense to anyone, because even myself, I only got like, I say only, but I've got like 500 subs. But I would say a big YouTuber is anywhere from like, I don't know, even 10K. I think
I'll say 10K upwards is like that's
fair game.
Yeah. Because to be fair, like the Lego YouTube community, like is nothing like KSI or the Sidemen or PewDiePie, where you're literally millions of subscribers. There's not a chance
there's like 3 or 4 Lego YouTubers that have like over 1 million. I think like that are actual Lego, not like Star Wars Theory where he talks about Star Wars, because that like Star Wars fandom is different, isn't it? Because there's a much bigger audience, but Lego,
like just a sole Lego a Lego YouTube channel.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, thank you very much, Burrito and Lucy. They class us as big YouTubers. I mean, I don't class myself as a big YouTuber. Big headed maybe, but
I'd say we're pretty modest.
To be fair, yeah, I try to be as humble as possible.
Here's a quickie.
I don't want to be big headed about anything. There's no.
Here's a quickie for you.
Cheeky, yeah.
Declined 2 shakes. I've just got to make another offer. Let's go.
Boy says, "What about SW? You friends?" I mean, we used to be close friends, and then as his channel started growing, he kind of just left us out.
He's talked to me a couple times. I feel like I'm sort of a bit mutual. I don't know how do you actually say the word mutual with the SW. I like his content
as well. Can't forget G Bricks.
I enjoy his content, and I think he's fantastic at making mocks. I will say that.
Yeah.
And he's nice. But I feel like in EMG's position, like it very quickly sort of didn't have time for us as soon as his channel, which I can also say, to be fair, like if your channel's growing quite a lot, I mean, you gotta like cut him a bit of slack, I suppose.
Yeah.
Like anyone, I'm not expecting people to bend over backwards and stuff. But I feel like we became friends like near the start of the channel. I think I got to know him around about 800 subs or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 750. And I think I actually helped him out quite a lot, to be fair, near the start. I mean, I was almost at one point posting daily on my Instagram and trying to get the word out and trying to help him get subs and stuff and do stuff for him. And I'll be honest, I don't. The thing is, like with anyone, like you can't expect everything in return. But I never
definitely
really
not
much in return, I guess. But you can't really see it like that. So yeah, going back to the stem of it, at the end of the day, I feel like, I guess, and rightly so, in his own manner, he sort of just went on to different things, and we just kind of stayed here doing our thing, and he went on to sort of be more focused on being friends with TBC and Coconut and stuff.
Yeah, the slightly bigger names. D-Bricks is here, and he said, I'd say that we're pretty good mates. I would agree. GM Productions is here. Yeah, I saw SW. Can't read with these glasses on. I saw SW is getting a bit too big to be in touch with everyone or something. Definitely agree. Excuse me, Brick Boy says he replied to me on Instagram. I mean, yeah, if I message him, he'll reply.
I was going to say, yeah, so like when like I said, I'm polite to him. He's polite to me. He's nice. We talk to each other briefly sometimes. He asked me about my tech the other day and stuff, and I'll happily help him out. I mean, I sent him like very long paragraphs to try and like give him proper detail on.
And guidance.
Yeah, because he was asking me about like MacBooks and stuff, and I was saying like what MacBook would be the best and why, and then like for what reasons, etc. Like my personal MacBook, why it's fantastic on paper and it's really good, but at the same time it's so advanced. It's actually sort of a hindrance in some cases
Yeah,
because
I'm kind of glad I went for a slightly older one.
I think the it's difficult because the way I looked at it, right, is I future proofed my Mac. So
Yeah.
maybe not this year, but from next year onwards, and I'd say this Mac will probably be good for the next 10 years. It
I
won't
was
be
gonna say
like
I had mine for 5 years. My last MacBook,
exactly. And so
and the
I
only thing is my battery died, but I replaced the battery for 50 quid. But I didn't have a powerful enough computer, so that's how come I upgraded to this one. But if it was powerful enough, I would have happily have kept the laptop for many more years.
just for clarity, we have actually asked him to come on the show many times. And he just sort of, again, I think because the channel's been growing quite a lot, I think he just hasn't had the time really.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, yeah,
we have asked him. We've asked a few people.
like
Like
I said,
Coconut, we've asked Coconut to come on, but the time zone difference I think is the hardest part for him.
for Coconut, it's the time zone. For SW, I think fair enough. Like I said, he's all of a sudden. I mean, he's got 5K now, which is incredible. Like
Where did
what
that
kind
come
of film
from?
stuff, and obviously he probably just doesn't have the time to do stuff. Although he did say to me he would like to,
Yeah,
but it's
which is
just
ideal.
like me and you are happy to like dedicate an hour. We're happy just to like cut out this evening and just be like solid.
Yeah.
Like we'll do this. But and it's not just us. Like not many people can do it, which is why I was talking to you about maybe it would be a good idea for us to change the time that we do the Brit Cantina to allow more people like Coconut, SW, TBC, people like
Yeah.
that.
Accommodate a few more people.
Yeah, I think it would be good to I don't know, or maybe do like a special segment for those because I did decide to say to him like I'm happy to sort of like move it around because I know he'd be a big name to have on here.
Yeah, definitely.
And since the Brickheads podcast, I have never actually had people stop asking me like when's that gonna come back, which would be it would be cool to do something like that where we have them two both on as a guest for
That would
us.
be quite cool. Like a reunion.
Oh yeah, do you know what? I didn't even think about the fact that GM said he obviously thanks GM for coming back, by the way. That was really nice to you because remember he said he was going to sign off. And not that Sam Smith, welcome to the stream as well. Appreciate you coming there. I saw that you were doing your well, obviously I tried to stay in his live stream for about 30-40 minutes earlier.
Uh-huh.
Building a trident, he was building the trident droid, which was quite cool because I didn't expect him to add that into the mock.
Trident droid.
Did,
Oh, the big three-legged thing.
things that sit on the side of Camino
Yeah,
in Battlefront 2. I thought that was actually a really cool inclusion.
that's quite cool. And
To have
thank you, R&M, for the comment about my glasses.
that is, you do look like a sensible.
I am. Well, yeah, I'm always sensible.
I know you are, but have you got a goatee going on at the minute as well?
Huh?
Is that a goatee?
Yeah, yeah. I had a shave. I was looking very scruffy, so I thought I'd just shave it back. So I've gone for grade 5. Grade 5, grade 3. I thought, nah, just get rid of it. So we grade 3, shaved all the side off. I did manage to cut my cheek on a roll of carpet at work, so I couldn't really shave around that bit. So I'm having to wait for that to heal
How
before
did
I can
you
shave it properly.
carpet?
Huh?
How did you cut your cheek on a piece of carpet?
Because it's like real big, heavy, thick, woven material. And obviously, as it's up on the roll, like the backing of carpet is really rough. It's
Mm.
kind of like a big Hessian sack, like a really thick weave of a Hessian sack. Probably the
That,
best way to describe it is Hessian. And it is so abrasive. Like I managed to cut my wrist
oh yeah.
carrying it. and then carrying the carpet through a corridor, I punched a wall because you can't see when you're traveling down a corridor. So I was holding it like this, and there's a corner of a wall, and I
Smack it by accident.
full on fist against corner of a wall. The wall won. I mean, that was kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, that's it's not fun. I've done that very many times to just like hit yourself by accident on something. Right, I'm just gonna go and get some water quickly.
Okay. Oh, poo. I've just. What does Scott get, by the way? So did I mention that I received my Malevolence set today? You did not, Scott. I knew you had a set. You said a set came in the post today, but you did not say what the set was. So you got the Malevolence. That's a good set, to be fair. I do like the Malevolence. It's one of those sets that I like it. I just don't have space for it. I just can't display it anywhere because it is so big. So I do have it boxed up, and I was going to sell it, but to be fair, I'm now like not really selling many sets. If I'm going to sell a set, I'd rather part it out. Talking about that, I have a couple of videos coming up very soon. One of them is another What's in the Box.
Ooh.
As you can tell, it is Lego. So yeah, I've got another little What's in the Box. Also, my dad got me this, which is quite cool. It's a little
Your dad got it?
It's a little thing, a little roller, and you roll over your address. Wait, I'm trying to point to the microphone. And it prints a shape onto your address.
That's clever.
And it means you can't read it, which is really cool. So I've got 5 items in here, which is going to be really exciting to unbox. And I've got a mystery bag. And what's actually better about this mystery bag is I don't actually know what's in this bag. So when I open it up, I have no idea what is in this bag. I know it's minifigures, and I know one of them, but that's it. I don't know anything else that's inside this bag.
Is that because you can't remember, or
no? Like the image on eBay, because it's an eBay buy, was basically like the bag open, and you could see like the top 1.5 figures.
So you just bought a random lot of figures?
Yeah. So I have no idea what's in here. So it's going to be exciting. I spent a fair bit of money on this. I really hope I make my money back.
How did you do that without knowing what's in it?
Because I thought it'd be really good. I looked at the top figure and I thought that's actually a decent figure. I can make a bit of money off of that. And then I had no idea what's in the rest of it. So I'm just hoping all the other figures are just as good as the top one. So now we play the waiting game for me to open it tomorrow.
Fair enough.
So I want to do it on camera.
I just wanted to address this quickly. I didn't want Sam to think that we were like trying to like chat badly or anything. I actually
definitely not.
Say very many times that I completely understand the fact that SW's grown quite a lot and pretty much every time I talk about him, I actually say I understand the fact that he's probably quite like backlogged with stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, trying to just even make the amount of videos that he makes all the time.
We've also congratulated him and supported him through his.
I mean, like we said, this pretty much stems from the fact that like me and you probably were like 2 of his biggest supporters from the start.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was going to say, like, before you had a YouTube channel, I'm pretty sure before Sam had a YouTube channel, and probably most of the people here. Yeah, if you go back to some of my earliest videos, I am live streaming with SW nearly like every week. Like we'd be doing what me and you do now. Like me and him were basically on live all the time.
It was only like a couple of days after I saw like a video of his where he was I think it was his custom AT-AT design.
Yeah,
I got in contact with him, and after that, for about a solid month or so, like we actually got quite close, you know, and I was like promoting him on my social media. I know I didn't have like a massive following or anything, but I still went out of the way because I knew that he was trying to get to 1,000 subs, and I wanted him to get there. A fantastic YouTuber, and I'm happy now he's actually 5 times to that. But I do also want to say, like, I think there are 2 types of fans. There are like fans that you're friends,
Yeah.
You know? And then there are fans that are like the kind of people that show up to your live streams, and you do have to remember the fans that are your friends. And I'm not saying this, I'm saying like
Yeah.
generally, like you do have to remember that there are two different types of fans. So when you're trying to get back to people, there are certain people that you get back to more promptly.
But yeah, like the
And like,
priority inbox on Instagram and your
yeah, like
general inbox.
exactly, yeah. Uh, that's exactly like it. So that's
The fact is, 5,000 people contacting him,
yeah,
amazing. But then don't forget that he also has, you
yeah,
know,
like four and a half out of those 5,000. Well, actually, even more than that. Say 4.9 out of those 5,000 people are going to be the kind of people that are just messaging to say, "Oh, really cool mock." Then the other
yeah,
like 100 people to 10 people are going to be like
the
not
loyal
that,
fans that like you guys that come back every week to watch the videos.
like the people that were there from the start, and like not that Sam Smith himself, and like Scott Davies and things like that. The people that actually like, how do you say it? A bit like when Solid Brick Studios does a live stream, and he has all of his Discord servers, and they're his actual like friends, which he has on the stream, and he
Yeah,
talks to, and they'll have a conversation about stuff. And then you've got the people that are joining the live stream in the chat that are just kind of chatting, and they have to pay to talk to him.
yeah. Like
That's
that's the kind of thing that's like I would love to be like that
I
kind of
would
big.
like to,
Again, I
I
don't want
would
to be
I
that
would
big.
like to think that we are not the people that would have to pay to talk to SW,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah. Like if we want to chat to him, we just put a comment and then he gets back to us. Like that's the kind of thing
Yeah,
that.
I feel like at the end of the day, like NTSS would probably feel in the same boat. He would expect to send SW a message on Insta and get a reply.
And
And I'm
how?
not,
Yeah, exactly.
but it's all purely based off example, people. Just genuinely laying it out there because I know what the internet's like.
Yeah, they'll just take a snippet of it and then just
4 hours later, you're the worst man in the UK.
yeah. But that's definitely not the case. I mean, even if you look back at kind of SW's one of his earliest videos, his when he made his Scarif mock, I made the thumbnail for that video. Because
Really?
yeah, because he was like, "Oh, I've got this image. Do you like it?" And I'm like, "Well, it's a bit like boring." Because he just took a picture of his was it not the Domino squad? What they called what squad did he use? The Commandos, the Clone Commando. Was
I'll
it
be honest, I haven't probably seen it. Like I
is it
said,
Delta Squad?
100. Oh, Delta Squad.
It might be in his Delta Squad. He just had that on like an 8x8 tile, and like he just had a picture on his worktop, and I'm just like, it just looks a bit boring. You're not really doing anything. So I said, send me over the picture. I said, I'll make a thumbnail for you. So I downloaded a picture of Scarif, added them in, photoshopped them, photoshopped out the base.
Mm.
So it's just them running across the beach on Scarif, and then added a title for him. There we go, Lucy Moore, Delta Squad. So yeah, exactly. Like, I made him the thumbnail because I can quite easily just do that kind of stuff. Whereas for him, it's a little bit more challenging.
Here's something cool.
Excuse me.
Do you think if Denell didn't die, do you think he would have been a recurring character like Rex? I don't think he probably would have been like Rex.
I
But
don't think Rex, but maybe like Tup or Kix or Jesse. Like
I'd
he would
say,
have been one of the named 501st.
I would say like hard case level. He could have been like hard case. Kind of got carried through to a fair point. Was in the Umbarra. He had he had some part of an episode devoted to his death. He was worth that.
At least that, yeah.
Speaking of that, I wasn't going to announce this, but I finally got the last figure through
Drum roll.
from Brick Freak. After like the 4 month waiting span, and funnily enough, it is a phase 2 Denell.
Hey. That is kind of sick, to be fair. I mean, it looks weird him being phase 2 because it looks like he's crying.
I saw it. I thought it was really cool, those prints. And if you look up close, you can obviously see like all of his. Like for me, it's the chest piece and the leg print.
Yeah, the fact it kind of splays out.
Yeah, because he's got like the ARC Trooper vest on, and then he's got like the feathers, basically, aren't they? Like feather imprints, and it kind of carries on. And then he's got like the ARC Trooper It's
Yeah,
got, I think it's Jesse's, like Jesse's cloths.
it's West Cave.
It was a fig that I saw on Camino Brick Factory's auction
Oh
thing
yeah,
on Instagram ages ago, and um, ever since I saw him, I was just like, I need that fig. That just looks so sick. Like in phase two, I think it just looks mad.
it does look pretty cool. I
So
want to get back to Scott's question. With it being sealed, no. I had it when it came out, so I had it when it was released. And obviously, being a kid, I opened it, played it, or built it, played with it, rebuilt it.
oh, what, the Malevolence?
Yeah, yeah. At the minute, I don't have, other than the sets that I have in my Amazon box. I do, to be fair. I mean, wait until I get a suit on, but then you guys will be, whew, then I'll be getting hot.
I wanted to.
But yeah, other than the sets I have from Amazon, I have no sealed sets.
I have. I will have two.
Yeah, I can't afford it in the minute.
Yeah, but the thing is, right, I've gone to the idea of just getting like smaller ones. I want to just get a couple of smaller ones, so nothing bigger than like the AAT sort of box size. So I'm kind of like at a point where I don't think it's still worth it, but I've been looking around for this set for a
Oh
long
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah. I think I had like 12 of those.
It was funny because I remember literally walking past it in Tesco's in 2018, thinking nothing of it and thinking,
To be
"Oh,
fair, it
really
was
cool."
such a yeah. The set was just kind of
At the time, I think I was so dumbfounded by how terrible the mini build was. I didn't even think about the fact that there were clones in there. And
yeah.
it's funny because now I'm kind of looking at it thinking, like, a little part of me wants to pay 30 quid to get a sealed one. But
I
then I think,
deleted off my Instagram.
like, it's not like it's not. I look at it and I think I want to think it's a cool battle pack because it's got clones in it.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I just remember it's a battle pack that people actually quite look down on, isn't it?
To be fair, I bought a lot of it, but I sold all the Kiadi Mundis, the Barasofis, the pieces. I was just like, I just want the figures. I just want the Clone Troopers.
Well, you just have one Kiadi Mundi, one Barris off and sell the rest, wouldn't you?
Yeah, that's what I did.
I think that's the annoying thing. I kind of wish back then that I had picked them all up for like 13 to 15 pound,
Yeah,
whatever they were, because now I'm sort of looking at it thinking that they cost 30. I've done a lot of research on them, and in the UK at least, it looks to me like you're paying between 33 and 44 pound, like at top end. You wouldn't really want to pay that, but
no,
your sort of your trending market is between 30 and 34 pound.
yeah,
Now, the reason why I'm sort of on the fence here is because I've seen one that was going for 30 pound plus £3 shipping, and I've got the guy down to 28 pound and £3 shipping. So the set cost it would cost 31 pound all in, and it's sealed in the
pretty
box.
good.
It's sealed in the box, mint condition. And I'm thinking, like, on one hand, that's a screaming deal. To be fair, like that's the cheapest one in the UK, and
Yeah,
it's mint sealed. But on the other hand, it's going to be 31 pound. Like, would I be happy with buying that battle pack sealed, or should I spend that 31 pound elsewhere on Lego, whether it be minifigures, parts, another set?
yeah. This is what you're saying earlier. You're spending too much money buying sets
It's
that
not, yeah.
where you really you want to be buying parts for your
Well, it's either parts or I'm collecting clones at the minute. The reason being is because I've accepted the fact that clones is if I'm ever going to make a mock, it's going to be Clone Wars based.
yeah,
Like, well, there'll be the odd. At the minute, there's one thing that I'd like to make that's not Clone Wars. Two actually. I'd like to make a Mandalorian mock at some point,
I would
and
love to find it
I'd
online.
like to make a mini Endor mock.
Oh, Endor is cool.
Just a little one, something with like 5 or 6 figs or something, maybe on like a blue base plate. But
Yeah,
the majority of all of my mocks are going to be revolved around clones, to be honest, because that's what I love most.
yeah.
And obviously, I'm also at the end of the day, I'm heavy into the clone army as well. Like I am a bit of an army builder. I wouldn't say I'm fully up for the army building because I try and spread myself a bit too thin to say I'm just an army builder.
Yeah.
But it is something that I
Okay.
like. Hey, so it is an R&M Lego Studios. I have actually obviously mentioned you, but I didn't personally invite you in. Obviously, Blue Harvest Bricks as well. Said that earlier. Welcome to the stream. Cooking Epic Studios, the external struggle for sets or eternal struggle of sets of parts. So
Yeah.
very true, honestly. It's the big thing which, because I feel like with Lego YouTube, a lot of people, the way that they go far is they choose one aspect, isn't it? They
Yeah.
say, I'm going all in mocks, I'm going all in army building, I'm going all in set reviews, or
Oh,
all in vlogs, you know?
SW Briggs and Figs as well is also in the stream as
Look
well.
at the stream, man. So my
Wow.
problem is I've always thought to myself, I'd rather spread myself a bit thinner and just sort of try and cover all the bases because I don't want to miss out on buying sets. I don't want to miss out on having a go at mocks. I also don't want to miss out on buying minifigs.
Yeah.
And I missed the prime years for clones, which suck.
Oh no.
I mean, it still rattles my brain to this day that we haven't. I mean, we got like 501st, I suppose, which is funny because I'm one of those people like now. I'm looking through the I'm looking through like the Lego.com and like Amazon stuff, and you see like they've got the 501st backpack in stock. Sometimes you can even find it for like £22.50 or something, and I'm still like, I guess I'm different because I've already got like 19 yourself. You got like 20 odd,
Yeah.
but I find myself like, you would have thought 8 months ago that you'd be putting that in the basket straight away. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now,
That's what I was doing. Anytime I went to the shop, they had it. I was like, yep, get
yeah.
that. And now I'm kind of just like, don't really need any more. I got 20.
Well,
20
it's one of those things where I would love to have more 501st troopers. Like,
Yeah.
and I realistically, I'd love to keep building that army. And even on Bricklink, I see like I go into a Bricklink store and I see like you can get, some people are selling like 2 to 4 of the new style 501st troopers for like £4.25, £4.50 each. That's a great steal, you
Yeah.
know, for those troopers. But at the end of the day, it's still £16 added up that I don't actually need to spend because I've
No.
already got 19 battle packs and I'm not even using them in the mock.
No, I'm a bit like that. I mean, I'm using my father first from like a sheep mock, but like I've got 70 figures, 60
Yeah,
from the battle packs, and then 10 which I bought off Master Builder. So like I've got plenty of the figures. I don't need any more figures.
I'm in love with the Google.
I saw that.
I couldn't help it. I just saw it.
Oh, why is this not set
Yeah,
up?
it is that kind of thing because that's the sort of, you've almost like detriment to yourself where like, not you, but in general, where you sort of like you've bought, you've spent outright at the start and bought like all 19 battle packs at the start. So now when you go into the shop and you see them, you want to get them so badly, but you're actually like, I just don't need it,
Yeah.
and it's almost a shame
Right. I need to kind of.
because I'd love to put one in my basket and order it and just be like, sweet, got another 501st battle pack, but it'd actually be better off for me now if I'm going to do it to just buy the figs separately online.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Because you could buy four, you could buy we'll say you get three actually, don't you? You get three
Yeah.
501st.
Three five of first regular sets, and then you get
Yeah.
the
So
one jet trooper.
call it £4.50 a fig, so £4, 4, 8, 12, £13.50. It costs you £13.50 to buy three 501st troopers, on a good day. And
Yeah.
so you're thinking like, it's actually not worth buying the battle pack anymore.
Mm. Yeah, the fact that now there's so many people that are selling the figures as well, and they're so
Exactly.
more easily available. Like day one when it came out, it was so hard to find a
Yeah,
single first battle pack. I mean, I was
yeah,
quite lucky to be able to buy. I think I bought 11 because I literally like pre-ordered 5 from Lego. I've pre-ordered as many as I can from Oh, what? There's another decal on my finger.
The Mervyn's is definitely a like I said, fantastic display set.
Yeah,
They've
I, I,
got
I do. Yeah, sorry. So I was able to get so many kind of on release day, but then I sold them on because I thought, well, I'd be kind of silly not doing that because I can make a little bit of money here. So I sold some sets, made some extra cash, and then once they kind of came back into stock, I was then able to, yeah, like then build my own collection.
yeah,
Which yeah, but like now, people are selling figures for like £4.50, £5, and it works out cheaper if you're just trying to army build. It works out cheaper to just buy the figures individually than it is to.
exactly. And I also find the problem with like the business way of going about buying it was people were buying it and then they were selling off the two droids and selling off the builds, weren't they?
Yeah.
Selling off the sticker sheets. But the problem is, I don't feel like that market is sort of doable now because where, like I said, it's happened so much. All the bricklinkers pretty much have those pieces now,
Hmm.
and it's been bought so much, and you see it on eBay. Yeah, you can't really. It's a bit dangerous to do that because I did think to myself, like with the AAT, like maybe it would be a good idea for me to buy like 4 of the AATs, sell
Yeah.
off the droids, sell off the Ahsoka, and sell off the actual AAT, and just keep
Yeah.
the 32nd Trooper. But that's all good as long as you can actually sell it all. That's the catch, isn't it? It's a big risk to take because all of a sudden
Yeah.
you're all of a sudden you're 140 quid deep in your
Mhm.
pocket and you're not actually guaranteed that you're going to be getting.
Like any of it,
Yeah, because I'm
most of it back.
thinking I'll just go and buy the fig separately or I'll just go and buy the whole set and keep the whole thing.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. I mean, with my Brooklyn store, like that's what I've been doing at the minute, just buying sets, parting it out like just a whole set.
I suppose it's not so bad for you because, like, you way as a Brooklyn seller, you could just part the whole set out and probably get
Yeah,
your money back.
yeah. So it's worth more parted out than than like what I pay. But then
Have
again, you don't get all your money back straight away. Like it does take quite a while for you to make your money back, for you to sell all the
you,
parts from that set.
have you thought about doing that with the? Like, have you sort of tried it with the AATs, like theoretically,
I haven't tried it with the AATs.
or
No,
the
I did get a pretty good deal a while back on eBay for some figures, and I've sold all the 501st figures, and I should be getting some more in soon. But yeah, in terms of like the 332nd, I haven't touched that yet. But it might be worth looking into it because even if I can buy like one or two sets, buying it, parting it out, and then just see how much that goes for. That might be like the next step.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, it's one of those things. It's like you can't, like, even though you can buy a set for say 20 quid and it sells for 30 or for 40 quid, you're not guaranteed to make that 40 quid straight away. So you got like a £20 worth of stock, but it takes, or the
yeah.
£30 worth of stock, but it takes maybe like 2-3 months to sell that amount. But like at the minute, I'm just funneling the Bricklink sales straight back into buying.
Yeah,
Uh,
to it.
yeah, straight like back into it as well.
I just want to say it so we can move on anyway. But this comment is just on the money. Like, well, for me at least, anyway. Like
Yeah,
trying to collect figs and mock, like in sets and do mocks at the same
trying
time.
to do like have all of it.
Because
Like
I think
like you were saying earlier, it's really easy. Like, right, okay, I'm going to just focus on mocks, and you just pour all your money into mocks, or
yeah,
pack
yeah,
sets, or just figures.
that's definitely the thing, especially because with YouTube now, to stand out, I find you also have to be more diverse. You can't just do the one thing. So more people are trying to do it. It's actually becoming quite an expensive thing for Lego YouTubers to actually be a content creator. It's bloody like it costs money and
It does. It costs. Yeah, it
yeah.
costs a lot. Like
I mean, I think how
Bricklink
much,
alone break the bank, and
I
then
mean, sorry, yeah, I was just going to say, I dread to think how much like SWGM Productions, not that Sam Smith, I dread to think how much they've spent on their mocks already.
yeah, yeah, it's been ridiculous because I like.
That's me and you both as well.
Yeah, because going back to kind of what we were saying earlier,
But,
being there when SW started, you
I
know,
I'd like to know.
none of us have that much like that many decent parts, and then for him to have just built his mock, like that must have cost him so much money. And I guess it's like the same with GM, like some of their mocks are amazing, but they would have started off with like next to no parts, and they would have had to have you know like spent lots of money building up their stock and their collection, which is what I'm at the minute. I'm still
Mm. This,
um,
this is this is a good point. Obviously, like with a lot of people leaving LAN recently and stuff.
yeah,
Because I think that's the thing. I feel like that's why a lot of the bigger YouTubers have left LAN because I feel like maybe they're just trying to make way for the newer, smaller channels that actually need the sets. Because to be fair, people like Brick Vault and who's the other guy with the lizard head, whatever it is.
Lizardhead.
Yeah, I just did a face reveal like a couple weeks ago, like a week ago.
I,
Someone, yeah.
I
But
have no
people
idea.
like the big channels, like
Yeah,
anywhere from 300 to a million subs, they're leaving LAN, and I reckon the thing is because you like the main thing with LAN is that they can set like one of the main things with LANs is the fact that they can send you sets for free. First off, it's free. Second of all, it's ahead of time. Third off, you also get like connections and stuff, which when
yeah,
you're big as Brick Vault, you don't need the connections. You've already got them. You don't need
yeah,
the free sets because you got the money, and you don't need it to be. You don't need to like get those sets early because that's not the main. I think like the only person that really got affected by getting the sets before everyone else was Eminar because the main point of his channel is set reviews. So
yeah.
to have the first set review is like top level important to him.
Yeah.
Whereas most other people in the Lego community, like the set reviews aren't their main thing. It's like they
No, I
might
also think David as well, Solid Rock Studios, most of his channel is either set reviews or him building a mock. Like he doesn't really vlog, he doesn't really do anything else.
I would have said his main thing is the mocks and like set reviews is like because I don't see him do like that many set reviews, but Eminar has like obviously nearly got a set review on nearly every single set now.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's just
Yeah,
but like for other people, we have different content. Oh,
Burrito has
it's too
all
good.
the answers. This is like a pop quiz for just for him.
Literally, it's just trying to like put you on the spot as well. Put him on the spot.
I'm gonna go back a little bit because I think we've skipped some
That's fine.
stuff.
I'll let you go back to the comments.
Malevolence is definitely cool. I only
Agreed.
have 501st at the minute.
At least it's at the minute though. He didn't say like forever.
So far.
Yeah, so far, like to be continued. There will be more.
How much does a set go down in price if it's opened up? I'd say probably at least 40% of its value is lost straight off the bat on most sets.
I don't know. I
On most,
honestly don't know
a
with
lot
that.
of sets. I'd say to be fair, on maybe 30% of its product value. Because if you think what you can sell a set for sealed as opposed to opened,
Yeah.
like
Like I mean, I can still like I don't know. It's like sometimes you can get like a cracking deal. Like I know at the minute,
like that's the 30%, and that
yeah.
Kraken deal is
But
the
like if you're
30%.
looking for the Rebels frigate thing, the one that comes with the Ahsoka, it costs more to buy it open than it does to buy it brand new sealed, which doesn't make sense, but that's how it is. Which is just it's crazy. But yeah, I think sometimes it depends on what the set is. Like a lot
Yeah.
of the time, you can buy the set sealed. I mean, it's not from the UK, but you can buy a sealed set from somewhere in the world, and it is cheaper than buying it used in the UK, which just doesn't make sense because a sealed set should be worth more than worth more than a open one.
Mm. Yeah, definitely a sealed set. That's what I mean. Like 9 times out of 10, your sealed sets are going to be worth a fair chunk more. Like in this case, as it happens, like with the Jedi Clone Troopers battle pack, I've like got one here for like 30 quid. but you can buy them open for like, I mean, you won't really find them cheaper than like 18-20 pound buy it now, if that. I mean, you probably wouldn't even find it that cheap, to be honest. Like
Yeah,
they're just bids. But in a lot of cases, like for example, the Coruscant Guard Police gunship, you can buy that set opened with like no figures or like a couple of the figures for like 80-90 quid. But
yeah.
still box, all of a sudden you're
But
talking
how
to
much? But how much is that set if you wanted to buy it opened, complete though, versus sealed, complete?
so I think you'd probably be looking at about £120 at least, I reckon.
Yeah,
But in sealed in box, you're probably looking at about 230, 250.
yeah.
Right, just quick, I must go to the toilet. I'm
That's all
burst.
right. I'll quickly. I'll have a scoot through some of the comments. Um, so that was SW was saying about all of his money to Burrito. Just too good. They answered that. Um, Lego Builder Stevie, very convenient how you skip over my comments. I'm not skipping over the comments. I guess I'm just leaving the comments down to UCS, but we're not skipping. We're trying not to skip any comments. Um, uh, where else did it go? Was money? I just scrolled up and I didn't mean to. You have too much free time. Fair enough as well. Um, Research will help us a lot by with more people. Yeah, I kind of get that, GM. I think like especially for me, like it'd be cool to get the free sets, but I don't really do set reviews, so there kind of be no point in me getting that kind of like privilege. But for other people who do kind of tend to do more set reviews, like if you guys had like a free, I don't know, pick a brick pass or whatever. I know that thing doesn't exist, but like if there was a thing where you can go and get like a certain amount of bricks for free or whatever, like supplied by Lego, then that would help you out a lot more. How would they cost more used? Honestly, I don't know, Coconut. Like if you look on eBay, they go for about £300 or 350. But if you go on Bricklink, you can buy them sealed for like 250. So I don't. It's like £100 difference for being sealed and not and used. So I don't know. Um, I can never bring myself to open an old sealed set. I don't know. That kind of set I could because obviously it's worth more when it's open. So just buy the set and open it, then it'll be worth more as well. Didn't hurt the UCS Slave One. No, definitely. I built mine. All of my sets I pretty much buy to build as well. Yeah, something going on. It doesn't concern you, so drop it. Fair enough. Selling set prices, people can be dumb. That's very true, Bria boys. People can be dumb, especially if you look on like eBay and stuff. You kind of find a lot of people selling sets for like way too much than what it should be.
Yes, that is one problem. People put the prices skyrocketing.
To be useless for buying sets. So it could be part of the reason. Yeah, I guess that, Coconut. I mean, that could be one of the reasons. But if you look at the I don't know the name of the frigate set, but the one with the Ahsoka, there's literally £100 difference in buying it used. I think it was coming from not Belgium, but somewhere like Thailand or something. So like somewhere down that region of the world. But yeah, compared to buying it in the UK, you'd be paying probably the best part of like £20 to £30 shipping, but even that still doesn't come anywhere close to like the £100 difference for the set used. So like if and when I Rebel Combat Frigate, thank you very much, Bria Boy. So that's the set. So if and when I do come to getting it, I will be buying it sealed from Bricklink because that's the cheapest place you can get it at the moment. But we'll just have to wait and see when that eventually happens.
What was the cheapest set you could get?
No, I was just saying about the Rebel Combat Frigate, the one that comes with Ahsoka. The fact it's cheaper buying it sealed on Bricklink than it is buying it used.
Combat frigate.
So the big frigate thing that came with Ahsoka and
red or grey.
Both.
Two, isn't there? Wait, they both come with Ahsoka.
No, there's not the Clone Wars frigate. That's a different kind of frigate.
It's the one with 3 engines at the back, isn't it? Oh,
Mm,
Rebels. Rebels.
yeah, the Rebel set. Yeah,
Yeah, but it does have 3 engines at the back.
I don't know.
I'm certain it does. It's a frigate, isn't it? They're all the same, sort of like the same shape.
Yeah, they're similar, but I don't know if it has the 3 engines at the back.
Is it grey?
Yeah, more or less.
Certain it does have the three.
I can't
Red-
remember, so I'm not going to say yes or no, but I can't remember.
I'm going to have a quick look.
Have a quick goosey gander, mate.
Okay, so technically I'm right, technically I'm wrong, sort of thing. So technically it is not the same shape as the other frigates. It does not have like 3 engines like I thought it did,
No.
but it does have 3 engines. It's got like the 2 little wings that fold out at the back. It's got like a bunch of engines in the middle, then 2 wings that fold out, and I think they've got engines on them as well. So
Yeah.
actually, I'm still I'm still wrong because there's more than 3 engines on it.
I'm just reading through Lego Builder Stevie's comment saying about if we weren't skipping comments, why are you talking smack about SW and how he doesn't respect his old fans anymore? And
Right.
when he does show up, you don't apologize and you don't mention it. I mean, to be fair, we weren't at
We
all
weren't
smack about him.
I mean, you can watch back the video. I mean, I
Initially,
think
yeah, you
that
can
must be
rewind
what
it.
I was referring to then, because
Yeah,
I thought that was a bit of a weird message.
I mean, I don't get what your beef is. We weren't chatting smack about him. We respect the guy. I think we pretty much mentioned that.
Essentially making excuses
Yeah, we're
for
not
him, not for him, but like
not
if,
at all.
just watch it back, basically. Like in nowhere we were actually taking.
Definitely not. We applaud the man for all his hard work.
Yeah, I think Sam got the wrong end of the stick, and we were just saying about, that's not what we meant.
Exactly. But yeah, there's definitely I think you misunderstood what we were trying to say. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Go back to when you were responding to Sam's comments. Yeah, well, like I said, just watch the stream back.
Yeah, at no point were we talking smack about anyone. Like
So,
we have yeah. I don't get where this has come from.
oh, he's obviously just one of the people, isn't he? Right. Back to the actual topic the next topic I wanted to talk about. How much do you reckon these are worth? I bought 1 or 2 of these over the last couple of days. There's one right now on eBay.
Is that the right legs? Is that not the
Oh,
airborne trooper legs?
That is a good point.
That looks like airborne trooper legs on a 212.
That is a very good point. I offered him £9 for it at the start.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. It is the wrong legs. I offered him £9. He denied it. So I offered him £10. He's denied that. It's
Right.
£1.25 for shipping as well.
Yeah.
I just thought. Oh, at one minute I was thinking it is £11, possibly. I don't know.
How much do they go for?
As it happens,
Normally.
I do actually have, for some reason, I do actually have a spare set of legs for the.
Of course you do. You just have to have them lying around.
Well, I think that's them anyway. I got them as part of a. Yeah, look. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I got them as part of a thing, like a package order that I got. I think someone just chucked them in for me.
Ideal.
Yeah, but that's the thing. So I thought that's a bit high, isn't it? For
I don't know. I haven't
if you guys have beef if you have beef, tell me. I don't know what I've done. No, but SW, like, we genuinely don't have beef. Do you know what I mean?
Whatsoever.
Why would I have helped you out with all of your tech gear and stuff and tried to just
support you and promote you and congratulate you on hitting 5K, 4K 3K.
Exactly. Why would he have joined your mock contest, etc., etc.,
Yeah, no,
if
I
we
was gonna say,
didn't?
yeah, but we're not, but no, we
I
still
think, to be
have all
honest,
respect for you, man. It's yeah,
the Lego Builder Stevie bloke is just sort of trying to stir the pot a little bit, and that's not what this is about. So, if you don't mind, mate, either sort of calm down a little bit,
or if you're
or
not going to calm down, please vacate the pub,
yeah,
the cantina.
the cantina, yeah, please.
I mean, this is kind of like the
It's not
effect
just
you
like
want this.
it's not just like it's me and AMG in our own bubble or something. Like we've got, other people in the chat are literally saying that there's nothing. We weren't being mean. I
No,
don't think we're being mean. Other people don't think we're being mean. So obviously it's a general consensus, I think, matey.
yeah. But anyway, we'll just move forward from there. There's no point just keep bringing it up.
Yeah,
Just put dampeners on the stream, which we don't want.
it is a little bit, isn't it? So going back to it, I'm seeing these figs go for surprisingly about 12 to 4. Do you know what, mate? I'm sorry. I'm gonna time him out a bit because this is just getting on my nerves now.
Yeah.
I'm seeing these figs go for about £13 to £14, which I
Right.
think is kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. I know they're actually a really cool fig and they're quite sought after, but I don't know. It just seems like a lot of money. Like even the airborne troopers now are going for like. Yeah, I think it probably all got a little bit mixed up. Not that Sam Smith, but I hope we've sorted it out by that
I mean, as
point.
long as there's no hard feelings between anyone, we're not trying to upset anyone. Not
Yeah,
even a
if
Lego
anything,
woman.
I'd be more worried about actually some like SW perceiving us the wrong way because that's not the case. Like I
No,
said,
there's
you can go
definitely
back and watch it if you like.
no
But again,
line in the sand.
off with it. Let's go. So let's type it in now. Phase 2. No, that's phase 3.
I
Phase.
can see decaling while you do this as well. I've now moved on to a fiver first. Just
So
as a
actually, Blue Harvest Bricks actually sent me. I still meant to. I meant to make a little an Instagram story on it. He very kindly sent me a couple of extra 91st and Axis troopers.
city
Yeah, which is
legend.
completely free of charge. Right. So
I wish I had people sending me free decals.
I mean, the thing is, right, it was actually quite a big help to me because I messed up the first two, didn't I?
Yeah, a little bit.
So I wanted to have us 2 squads, right? Well, obviously 2 squads, 4, and each squad is 8. So
Yeah.
I wanted to have 2 of those, and I wanted to have like some sort of a commander. Maybe I was going to use like Commander Fox or something, and then get like a decaled helmet. I thought that could be quite cool.
Yeah.
For like the special troopers, and I went to start decaling them because I thought I'd decal a couple of other troops first. So I did like, what was it? I think I decaled like 4 troopers in total beforehand, and I thought, okay, I'll move on to the 91st and Axis troopers. And then I got onto them, and something just wasn't going right. I think it was. I'll see if I can find the right bit. But I found it quite difficult. I think it was the head. It's this piece, the piece that goes over the top of the the mouth bit of the
Yeah,
helmet.
yeah, yeah.
So like
I'm yet to do. So far, I've done 2 phase 1s. I'm yet to do.
that bit there, and then like the little, where is it? The little U shape.
Yeah.
If you don't cut that out,
in a minute.
damn near perfect, man, then it's just gonna go.
Don't tell me this. I want to keep my head straight. I don't have to worry about it.
See, I'm one of those people that when I'm writing, I don't know if you get this, but I'm one of those people that when I'm writing, I end up pushing the pen really hard into the paper.
Yeah, well, that's why I went for I've gone for a new cutting mat. So the mat I had beforehand was just one my mum had, and this one I've gone for a nice self-healing mat. So as I'm cutting, like I'm not actually damaging the mat, so I can use the mat over and over and over again,
Hmm.
which is crazy. GM's got to go.
James got to go.
He's got to go. So we'll see you soon, man. Thank you very much for
Listen, guys. Yeah, honestly, mate, it was really cool for you to come back out because I know that obviously
show. Definitely.
we were going to have an evening off, so I appreciate that. Speaking of, Lucy Moore says, speaking of decaling, I finished my AP Wonder. That's why she was asking about the Denell Trooper. I think Phase 1 Denell would have been a really cool fig. So I'm actually really glad that you've done that, Lucy, because not many people. I don't think many people. He doesn't get much airtime, does he?
Like two, I think 2 or 3 episodes, and then he's killed off by Cad Bane.
Yeah, but I mean, like, in terms of like people actually knowing him in the community. I mean, they might do, but no one ever speaks of Denell, and I feel like
Keyhill should not be named.
Yeah, I just feel like he had quite a cool. I don't know. I like his print.
Yeah, I like his print too. Like as a kid, I sharpied Denell. I got my sharpies out and I sharpied him. So it was, he was a good character. I wanted him as a part of my 501st. Sorry, just getting that
I need to
lined up.
start decaling soon. So SW, thanks for yeah, I got that wrong. SW, thanks for getting me into that. By the way, he is crazy with the decals at the minute. Like it is in a good way, but I've never seen like this stacks. Have you seen the stacks of decals?
Who?
Like that SW's got.
No, I haven't seen his stack.
Just when I thought there couldn't be any more, right? Just like a fat
wad.
Yeah.
An absolute wad.
Insane. There's me like sort of getting worried about decaling like 2 figs, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how. I mean, I guess like maybe just like future proofing it, doing it in the future, but still, I'm genuinely worried about sitting down to decal some more figs.
Like I'm just like I'm loving it. I'm just cracking on. Like I really wish I took some down with me when I went down to Nuki. I could have sat in my room and done like 2 or 3 a night.
Well, see, my problem is like when I watch like you and like SW and like when you're doing it and stuff, and like you pinch the cloth and you press it in a certain way, and I don't think I've mastered that yet.
I mean, this is not the best makeup sponge. This is actually a really firm makeup sponge, and I find that the decal sticks to it a little bit more as well. So I want to get a softer one so that when I'm pushing down, it doesn't hurt, like doesn't stick as much. But basically, what you got to do is got to wrap the whole sponge around the decal. So like as you're pushing down, you want to make sure you've got the whole decal wrapped.
Yeah.
Yes, he died before P2. He died on the episode where Cad Bane was trying to get a holocron and get it opened because he had a crystal.
I didn't know that's what it was. But yeah, just to be clear, this is actually Phase 2 Denell done by Brick Freak. Do you know what? Tonight is the first time it's actually focusing on what I want it to.
Actually, that is correct.
So yeah,
probably the lighting. It's probably just like the correct lighting for you, man.
Like you said, they never actually did get made up in Phase 2, but I always thought that this fig looked really cool
as Phase 2.
As a Phase 2, so I wanted to get him because I want to do some sort of a mock with him. Like I think it'd be really cool to do to get all of the 501st troopers that were like sort of in any way named, make them the ones that all died off in Phase 1, do them in Phase 2, and be like, this is what they would have looked like in Phase 2.
Yeah.
I feel like that could be quite a cool.
I think that could be quite a cool thing too.
So, at least more, yeah, I agree. UCS, it would have been cool to see more of him. Just awesome, exactly.
I need to make a quick makeshift.
Apparently, he died in the Cargo of Doom arc, which I believe that sounds like what you were saying.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. But to be fair, like SW, I can understand like the idea. Like if you're good at it, like yourself, then you can make an army. Like
yeah, easily.
If you do it correctly,
Like
then
that's my aim is to basically just like get, because I've got, what have I got here? I've got two Camino security guards.
I like the pink Rex as well. That is a really cool thing.
I've got a P1 Rex. I've got two Camino security guards. Oh, I'm dropping them all. So two of the grey ones, two of the Coruscant guards, and then I've got fives and Echo. Arc Trooper. Are they Arc Trooper? Yeah, Arc Trooper fives and Echo.
Hmm.
So I've got all of these to do. I've already got fives and Echo, but I thought it'd be quite cool to give it a go, and then maybe sell it at someone's auction.
Yeah.
Which is quite cool.
Yeah, I've
But
been worried about selling figs at auctions just in case anything went wrong with it. I'd feel terrible. I'd feel terrible if anything, I don't know, if something started to peel, or I think I'd just be like too much anxiety about it all.
yeah, I mean, I think as
And
long as you know that when it's left your possession, it's in good condition, then I think that's all you can really worry about.
mm. That was my aim, but I just ended up selling them all to fuel the Lego addiction. Oh, like so many more. So true, man. That's one of the things, like I've recently been thinking, like, do I get into like the whole Lego investing in sealed sets thing? Like,
Yeah, again, it's one of those things that like you have to sit on it for a while, don't you?
I just keep thinking to myself, yeah,
Like as good as it is, like as like a good a return as it is when they sell, just the
Lego
fact that you have to
Steve,
hold on to it for such a long time.
without timing me out, please let me explain myself. You guys said you were more important than SW's other fans. And so to be clear, Lego Builder Stevie, what we said is that me and EMG have actually known like SW, and we have talked to him, and we have not just been in his live streams, we have personally communicated with him on multiple occasions on somewhat of a friendship level rather than the average person who comes along, watches the streams, and sort of says goodnight. That is all we said earlier. And what we said also, to be fair, is basically there are, what I actually said is that I feel like there's two different types of people you have. You have like the close circle of people that, like EMG said, you have in like your primary Instagram inbox, and then you've got like the general inbox. And you might not know this, Lego Builder Stevie, or maybe we didn't explain this like as well as we could have, but we actually, how would you explain this, EMG? Like, we basically are actually, we know SW, we're friends with him and stuff. Like,
Yeah, we're more. We're like I would say, for me to him, like if he wanted to get in contact with me, I'd be replying straight away.
I don't want to sound like a douchebag, but I would actually like to think that we were a little bit more important than just any random stranger. It's like your
But not
best
in like an
friend.
obnoxious way, not in like the way that
Yeah,
it's like,
not
oh, we're more important because we're better.
in the kind of way that when you think you're friends with someone, if that's like me, EMG saying that I feel like you're my best mate, and you saying, well, I'm no more important than a stranger to me.
Yeah,
That's all we mean by that, and I don't think that's a terrible, rude thing.
or
Or
obnoxious in any sort of way.
I mean, SW, if you feel like that's wrong, or if you don't agree, or if you feel like we were being unjust, please say, because we don't mean it in a malicious way. I think people know that
Not
if
not
you are malicious people, but yeah, and for other, I'm not saying that we also are the only two people that can talk to him. Like, I don't know,
everyone can.
might have 5 people, we might have 100,000 people at one point, probably will at one point. But yeah, so I think I'm glad you bring it up. We can clear it up that one last time.
But I think let's just move on now.
Sort of discussed it enough, and we can all hopefully agree that I'm not gonna lie, I reply to you guys with and every person instantly. I don't really think anyone's more important or anything, but yeah, I know you better than others. That's pretty much like all we're saying. That's fair enough. Like that's completely fair enough, and I think you summed it up well. Is all I can say. Like, we're not saying that any one person is more important on this planet than anyone else, but we just happen to know SW more personally than some other people in what that come to his live streams. That's
But
literally
it's not even just SW. It's like Life Brick Studios as well. Like, you know, he's come on our streams and he's like, you know, I don't see you guys as just another YouTuber. I see you guys as like my mate. We're like, yeah, we see you in the exact same way too. You know, like if we want to pop into his DMs, you know, he replies more or less straight away. Likewise, him with us. If he wants to talk to us, then, you know, as opposed to just some random person that's just sat watching his videos and going like, oh, you know, not nice build or nice haul or whatever.
we're not saying that that person isn't important and they're not like an important piece of the jigsaw puzzle as a fan.
Good
I'm
analogy.
not saying that at all. But I think we can all agree that if that's the biggest problem that we have, then I think we're all okay.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just gonna go grab some water. I'd say we'll wrap it up in about 9 minutes, say 12 o'clock.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm just finishing off this torso.
Okay,
Oh,
sweet.
I unlined it.
Just because I actually think I'm gonna go and get a haircut tomorrow.
Are you? A cheeky little haircut. I mean, it'll be interesting to see what that comes back like. Now, to be fair, if it's done by a professional, then it'll be absolutely fine. Then we have nothing to worry about.
Sorry, mate. I know I started a conversation there and then I left.
That's all right.
Yeah, so basically, it's a big day tomorrow.
Big day.
I haven't actually had a proper haircut
In over a year.
Well, I want to say I haven't had a proper haircut in about 4 years nearly.
4 years.
So I've been to the barbers once in the last 4 years.
Alibamas.
But the thing is, right, I was late to the appointment, so instead of getting half an hour, I got 10 minutes. So I didn't actually get a proper haircut.
Oh, well, that's your fault then, isn't it, mate?
Yeah,
Really?
it's my fault, but at the end of the day, I still didn't get a proper haircut. So technically, I haven't, like, my missus has been cutting my hair since I've been with her. And before that, I had my hair grow out really long for about a year nearly.
Are you a hippie?
I mean, I grew it out so it was about here, basically.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just a straight up bob cut. It was like short back and sides, and I just had like a bit really long ponytail type thing on the top. You see,
There's a guy who I work with, or not I work with. He works down at the hotel. He reminds me so much of you, but his hair's down to here, and he wears like one of those hairband things that kind of like keeps his hair back. I thought that is literally you, but with longer hair. He even has a similar face as well. Like, I go to talk to him, and I'll be just like, "Yeah, it's not you. It's not the same."
Have you seen my primary Instagram account?
I have not. You'll have to send it over.
Maybe I'll show you some pictures from it or something before, but it was quite funny. It's quite. I actually really enjoyed the haircut, to be fair. Lego Builder Stevie, I'd really appreciate it if we could just sort of leave it now, mate. I've asked you quite nicely. I've tried to be polite and answer your questions civilly. I think SW sort of explained himself as well. I think at the end of the day, no one here really wants to talk about it anymore. It wasn't actually anything to begin with. We've hashed it out. I really sort of appreciate. I am going to have to ban you if you carry on, because you're just sort of dampening the mood a bit. It's like hitting the brick sort of thing, mate. Like,
chill, nice stream.
Yeah, like we're calling it a day in about 7 minutes anyway, so let's not make the whole stream about one small thing.
Okay, I thought I scratched my laptop.
Yeah, Burrito Boys is right. It does kind of seem like you're just sort of trying to stir the pot a little bit at this point.
You
know. So back to our story. So yeah, so tomorrow could be. I haven't got like a booking or anything, but
no.
my mate who lives around the corner, he's been living in Cowes for quite a while now, and he goes to this hairdresser, or he always goes to the same place. Obviously, they've been closed for a long time, but he went down there today, and he got a walk-in, and they're doing walk-ins. but he was the last person to be able to go in today. So I asked him to send me I asked him to tell me how long you've sort of in there, how expensive it is. Do you have to pay just by cash? And would you recommend me going there? And can I go for a walk in as well, or is it just because he's mates? Sorry. So he's he's good mates with the guy, but at the end of the day, apparently you can just walk in. They're open from 9:30 in the morning till 4:30 tomorrow. It's £15 for a trim, and he reckoned he came out looking sharp as nails.
Damn.
So I think I'm going to go for a bash. It's going to cost me 15 quid, and to be honest, most of the reason why I have not got my hair cut at a barber's in the last 4 years, well, it's two reasons. One, because it's obviously a lot more effort to go there than it is for my partner to cut my hair. And
Yeah.
two, I keep feeling like I'm gonna burp, but you know what? It's just kind of nope, we're not doing it. But the hang on.
Let it out, boy.
But the main reason is, of course, the money. Because when you get into Lego, oh my days! Look, I'm done with it now. I'm sorry, mate. I'm just fucking done with it. Excuse my French, everyone.
Yeah.
He just put another comment in there. It's like, what are you doing? Everyone in the chat. We're all trying to just have a chat here, you know.
Yeah.
So, as I was saying about the haircut, as every Lego builder knows, and every person who's got Lego as their main hobby, you do it is a bit of a way of life, really. You end up catering your life around being able to afford Lego. It's quite funny, really, and you
Yeah.
don't even notice you're doing it till probably about 2 years in. So, I mean, I have this sort of thing. It's like when the 501st Battle Pack came out, for example. You know, all of a sudden you'd be like looking at buying lunch and dinner, and they'd be like, "That's a 501st," or anything really.
Yeah. I know.
Everyone was like comparing everything to the price of a 501st Battle Pack. It's like I could get this or a Battle Pack,
Yeah.
you know. And I feel like for me, and probably for quite a lot of other people, let me know in the chat, guys. Then yeah, CT47.7. I appreciate the support. I'm glad I'm not just being
No,
outrageous.
to be fair, I don't think you're out of order at all. We've asked him enough,
I
and
mean,
it's just dragging it out.
yeah, I mean, I feel like we tried to be nice and reasonable, but
Yeah.
yeah. So I feel like I said, everyone comment in the chat if you agree with me or disagree. But this is definitely something I feel sort of carries throughout my life, where I all the time I'm thinking, and it's even come like with the lockdown has made me realize it with drink and going out. It's like all that money that imagine if the pubs had been open, you
Oh
know,
my god.
I wouldn't all that money that I've spent on Lego. Would it have gone on drinks, or would it have gone on like a taxi cab or a bus ride or something like that?
To be
And it's
fair,
like,
to get from the city centre to my house costs a 501st Battle Pack.
and
Literally,
that's
it's 25 quid from the city centre to my house. And that's like, so on a night out, one, you got entry, which is 5 quid. Then you got drinks, which you can, like, God knows how much that's going to cost. And then you got a taxi ride home. So I'm probably looking the best part of a 50 quid for a night out. That's two 501st Battle Packs. Like, just putting a Battle Packs tab. That is literally two 501st Battle Packs.
it's more like 75 to 100 quid out as well. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't really drink on a night out. I normally make money when I go on a night out. So
oh yeah, of course, yeah.
I don't drink, so I taxi.
But
That's to be fair, that was with my ex and her partner, like her friends.
since I started YouTube, I wanted to do a collab, but I do not know how. What do you mean, like a mock collab, Lucy Moore? By the way, just so you know, EMG, for the last like hour and a quarter, hour and a half, I've actually picked up quite a lot. Like we've had about a solid 9 to 11 people in the
That's
chat.
decent.
Quite
Because
nice.
earlier we were like, we got no one. I got nothing left.
It does mean a lot to us, guys, when you do come along. Honestly, for you to show your support on the Friday night. I know you could be doing lots of other things like watching your, streaming and stuff like that. It does mean a lot to
You
us.
choose to watch our pretty faces.
Yeah, I mean, you want to come and watch part of
I don't mean that in any way. Like I,
it.
I, I joke. Oh, it's time midnight.
Yeah, I should be actually like mud's damn ugly.
I know when it turns midnight because all my lights turn off.
Wish I could get all my money back from my nights out. Jeez. So true, SLB. So true. That sounds just turned 18 within the first lockdown, so haven't spent any money in pubs and clubs. Damn, that must have been weird turning 18. And I mean, I don't know. For some people, it's probably not. Some people, it probably.
I mean, my sister turns 21 in lockdown, so she's kind of like she's a bit gutted she couldn't do anything.
I've been so lucky because obviously I had my 18th birthday, like just like a year and a bit before the pandemic, and then like 19 and 20 wasn't necessarily they're not like big years, are they? Like 20 is one of those years where it's like you're like apparently like a fully fledged adult now, and 21 is basically now all it means is the legal age to drink in America. But
Yeah,
21 is like still a big one, isn't it? Because it's like
21 is still a big one. My missus turns 21 in July, so like she's gonna celebrate that. Her best friend, my best mate's girlfriend, she turns 21 tomorrow. Well, today actually, it's her birthday right now. Happy birthday!
Like I think all us July babies, we've been quite lucky because obviously we've had all winter, we've had the Christmas, we've sort of gone through it, and now everything's going to be like hope or touch wood. Everything looks like it's going to be
Back open and
in full swing. Yeah, by the time our birthdays sort of come around.
yeah, I've got some exciting news that I would like to share with people.
Go on.
So for my birthday, I'm going away
Where?
to Legoland Windsor.
Damn.
We booked it. Me and the missus are going. We're going Legoland.
Insane. Do you know what my one problem I found with Legoland is I don't know how to get there.
Drive.
I can't drive.
You can drive. The roads aren't scary.
Yeah. What is the legal drinking age there again? It's
13, Scott. Basically, it's basically 13.
If that wasn't outrageous, not that Smith. I thought it was 9.
I mean, technically, it's however old your best mate is, or however old your younger like brothers and sisters are.
You guys make me feel old at 26. No, see, this is the thing, man. I don't feel like old. 26 isn't old. I wouldn't feel old at 26.
I mean, I'm 23 next month, so when I'm talking to people on here, I start feeling old because it's like, oh, okay, I'm talking to younger people, but then if there's like quite a few like older people on here, like in their 20s. I know Scott's definitely late 20s, and probably a couple of years, but
yeah.
It's a nice community to be in because everyone's here for the Lego.
I think that's a great thing, and you've got people from all ages here, and it just makes you it does really make you realize that because that's one of the things that like almost scared me, and that I was in a sense scared, in a sense really happy that I'd found the Lego YouTube space before I started like creating and stuff and getting really involved with it. I was very much like probably a lot of people where I was like, am I the only one? Like, is it just me? Should I really not be into this now? Is this really a kid's thing? And then you meet everyone online and you find out that no, it is like actually it's normal. There are other people from the ages of 2 to like 99.
2.
Yeah, well, basically like anyone, it really does make you feel kind of a lot better about the fact that there are other people out there that are just like you, in the sense that we all have this weird, crazy addiction for plastic.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly. CT 4747. Like, although you're 26, you're only like 3 years older than me, and I'm only a couple years older than UCS. So like, it only, it's not a huge amount. And yeah, Scott's only, late 20s and a couple of years.
Mm. Mm.
I mean, that has definitely got to be a form of a
I'm shaking.
huh?
I don't know if I can really say it on here. I mean, I know I don't think the stream is set to kids, but I won't say what it's from. But I'll be like, I wasn't going to take a clubbing or nothing.
I don't know that reference. Am I
So
too old?
you'll know it.
Lucy Moore's not even a teen yet. It's been a while since I was a teen.
How do you not know it, man? Oh, you must know. I'll send you a quick on Instagram.
I don't know it. I'm not. I don't know. I don't know it.
No, it's all right. Hang on.
I need more. I need to make more like drawing racks for my decals. I have the one.
I speak to adults more than people my own age now. See, that is a funny thing, isn't it, as well? Because obviously
Yeah, no,
the Lego YouTube space has actually become predominantly adults now.
it has. A lot more adults have kind of, especially since lockdown, a lot more like grown people have joined the space, and are
Completely
taking
blown
kind of
up.
advantage of it.
Completely blown up, isn't it?
Hmm.
Like when you think about it, like I remember when I was watching like Lego YouTube and stuff 4, 5, 10 years ago,
Four,
even
5, 10 years ago.
well,
Right.
4 or 5 years ago, up until like 10 years ago, when like people, you got like you had probably like 3 different Lego YouTubers who were making stop motions. Like they're making like the 8 minute stop motion videos, and that was sort of it. And then like developed into like very basic sort of studied mocks and
Yeah.
like really basic brick built stuff. And then all of a sudden, the last 3 years, you've had all these
No,
and like adults join the community, and then you've also got all these amazing mock builders who have just completely changed the game of mock building. Like I'm talking about
done us
all
all
of
to shame.
huh?
Done us all to shame.
Mm. All of a sudden, your once fabulous large scale mock is just
Actually, very small. A speck of dust in this. Sorry, I had to completely stop what I was doing. Then I was lining up my foot.
I feel way too young. It's not old, but compared to you guys, there's a few years. I suppose so. I mean, my sister's 27, so
My half sister's 31. I
probably
want to
a couple of years. I speak the actor with his children. Lucy Moore, I'm not even a teen yet. Oh no, jeez. You can't reference that. I feel like SW and not that Sam Smith got the reference there.
I did not get the
Not
reference.
necessarily a reference, like I can't even remember why I said it. I think it just sounded funny. I know that some guys at work were talking about it today and they showed me the video and I just thought it's like obviously the point of the video isn't necessarily funny, but the video itself is quite funny. It's kind of like just English slap up sort of.
Yeah,
Is like the person it's a joke. Do you think the community will continue to grow or drop off when the world goes back to normal?
it's a tough one. I think it will grow because I don't think like a lot of people are just going to give this up.
Yeah,
I don't think people are going to be like, okay, right, that was fun. Time to go back to the real world. I think people are going to go, actually, you know what? Like, screw this. Lego's, I was going to say Lego's hilarious, but like, Lego's decent. You can have hours and hours and fun out of it. Meet with some great people.
definitely in the big picture sort of scheme is going to carry on growing. There will be people who drop off, and like there'll be sort of parts that drop off, I think. But I think in the grand scheme of things, it's definitely going to still carry on. If anything, it will plateau. It won't drop off.
No.
If anything, it will just maybe stop growing so much and kind of just maybe go like that.
Yeah, you get new people and you get people leave, won't you?
Come to think about it, I'm surprised like we never thought even at Christmas time to like start investing in like Lego stock.
Yeah. I need to
Like
make these holes bigger.
I reckon there are some people who probably started investing in Lego as soon as the pandemic hit and they're probably making bucks now. I would be surprised if Lego's stock value hasn't gone up by a lot in the last year.
Yeah. Oh,
Because
tits.
I know they started doing well before that even, but
Yeah.
I won't give this up. It's fun. Yeah, that's the thing with Lego. It's something you can just carry through with you.
Yeah.
And worst comes to worst, it's one of those fantastic hobbies where you can just pass it down onto your kids, like if you ever have them.
I mean, my dad never passed on like his Lego that he had as a kid, but he bought me Lego, so like he introduced me to Lego. Obviously, like he had as a kid, and then yeah, he's like, right, here's a box of bricks, here's a Lego set, here's another Lego set, and we just build, and then yeah, that's kind of like where my hobby started, and now boom, like £20,000 down the line, probably more than that by now. Honestly, it's scary to think how much me and my dad have spent over the years on Lego.
See, I wish my dad was like willing to be part of my Lego addiction as well.
Yeah,
Ronan Dixon said, UCS, are you of legal driving age? Yes, in England, you can actually start learning to drive at the age of 16. And
17.
no, you can actually start driving when you're 16, but you
Really?
can't actually get qualified until you're 17.
I thought it was 17.
No, you can't get your driver's license
Oh.
until
I know if you've got private land, you can drive from any age because it's your land. Or if you got, as
I,
long as you have landowner's permission, you can drive.
I actually personally started my driving lessons when I was 16.
I started like the week before I was 17. My dad was like, let's just get you out in the car. I'm like, okay.
Oh no, I mean I actually started with a proper driving instructor when I was like 16 and a
Did
half.
you?
Yeah. I
Damn.
think if I guess there's no maybe like concrete thing on it, but I think if you're like at least 16 and like a half or like 16 and three quarters, they will let you start driving lessons.
On 9 3/4.
I think you can basically start driving lessons when you're 16, but you can't actually legally have your full license and take your test until you're 17. So
Yeah,
that's what I did. I started driving when I was 16, got my license and was on the road when I was 17.
yeah. Did it take you long to pass once you'd done
I
it?
have my driving and I'm 14 in the UK.
That doesn't make sense. Are you talking about like something
I
else?
um
Yeah, UCS. Did you take long to pass?
yeah.
Like were you
Um,
first time or?
I passed first time with I think you can get a maximum of 18 points, can't
I
you?
think so. Either 12 or 18, some between there.
Basically I think I got 17, so I think I was like 1 point off of perfect. And um
What the
I,
hell did you do? Like hit three grannies or something?
no, I think I made a bad gear change. I went from like the fourth to first in one change by accident or something when I was turning
How do you not break the gearbox?
because it was a mini and I wasn't going
Very
very.
much worse for that.
I was going like what 10 miles an hour or something.
Fair enough.
Actually, I think I tried to go up from first to second, and I went from first to third or fourth or
Yeah.
something. But I was
Changing down gear. Like you can go normally like you can skip at least a gear.
yeah. I mean, I was going downhill though as well, so it was not like I was trying to climb a hill and I was doing it.
Yeah. Because like if I'm coming off a slip road on like the dual carriageway, I'll go from sixth to fourth, and then I'll start using the. I mean, I also have a Legoland driver's license. I found it the other day. The photo is hilarious. I was such a chubby kid. Like you can't believe it. Like as a baby, I was really skinny, and then I went for a period where, because I was on the brown inhalers for my asthma, because it's a steroid, it stunted my growth, and I went really chubby as a kid. And then I stopped taking it, and then I shot up to about 6 foot, and I've weighed the same weight ever since. And then I've always looked like this, apart from the facial hair. That's the past few years.
Yes. Don't know why. Hang on a sec. I want to see if I can find mine.
Scott knows what I drive, but he doesn't. Yeah, you know what UCS drives. He drives his little
Do you want to see something incredible?
it's a Polo, isn't it? You got a Polo?
This right here.
Is this your driver license?
First time I ever went to Legoland Windsor, 2009.
I might have been there at the same time, mate. Yes, you look the same.
How crazy is that?
Hairstyle, and you have the same cheesy grin, but you gained a tooth since then.
This is a
I'd have to find mine.
legitimate Fiat Legoland driver's license. I was a Donny on the road. Oh, well, 2009, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, I don't have it.
Just to prove my love for Lego
I
stems
do have a Nando's card though. Does
bruh.
that count?
I might put a picture of this on my Instagram actually.
Where's mine? Oh,
The
wait.
holder of this card is an official member of the Legoland driving school.
Ah, I think it might be in this one.
Wow, I had terrible teeth back then. I still have terrible teeth, but
Oh, I have no idea what it's going to
there you
be.
go. Everyone. That is my Legoland driver's license, and you can see I've got this from. I've had this for 11 years, 12 years now. What is that? 12
I,
years?
I can do one better than a Legoland driver's license.
What you got?
Toys R Us gold card.
That's gold card. The man's got a gold
I was
card.
a gold card at Toys R Us.
Get a gold card. Jesus, that's like
That is worth mint now. That is literally 10 grand right there. That is.
10 grand's worth of money on it.
Also, I've got some old business cards I made up for my old YouTube channel.
He actually changed his name. His real name is not actually Elliot. It's something completely different. He's got different fingerprints and everything.
How did you know? How did you know, man? Honestly, I want to know where my.
Lucy Moore said she's got to go, sadly. But
Oh, that's a shame.
honestly, Lucy, you're actually have turned into one of our soul supporters, and I very much appreciate the attendance that you show to all of our streams. It does. I know we say it a lot, but it does mean a lot. So it's worth saying a lot, I guess. So safe. I hope you have a nice evening or a nice sleep at this point.
I mean, I'm going to be heading out in a minute. I'm going to do this last leg.
I don't know. Actually, do you know what? I didn't know that SW had a car, but I'm almost certain he mentioned it.
He had a Seat Ibiza.
He mentioned it to me like last week or something.
He had a Seat Ibiza which he shares with his mum and his sister, but then I think the car was conking out, so they weren't going to get a new one.
Right.
See, I know this because me and SW chat. You know,
No,
you don't just get that from turning up to one of his streams.
you hate him.
I hate him that much. I know about his car.
You do. I'm telling you. You want some? I'll give it you.
I'll give it you.
It's good to have a laugh. It's good to have a laugh.
It is.
I have Og £1 coin.
An OG.
I have OG £1 coin. Right. Oh, CT4747 is going to go now as well. Again, the support is real.
Thank you very much.
Big up to you. See you soon. I will be releasing a video of the mock soon, guys, whether it be this weekend or I just wait until next Tuesday.
Oh,
I'm not sure. I do feel like an absolute cock though for doing that because that will have technically been 3 weeks without an episode, which is kind of crazy. Like it only feels like last week I was making episode 5, which is what's really weird.
I've also just realised because I had no internet, I only had my 4G. I didn't upload a building a sheet this week. Poop. Building a sheet week 4 will be next week or week. I think it's week 4. It's meant to be this week, but obviously I've missed my schedule now because it's Friday.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll be uploading that episode next week. It's all filmed. It's all ready to go. I just didn't upload it because I was away.
Yeah.
I completely forgot about it because
I've been looking out for that.
it's going to be a good one. I honestly like.
What I would say to anyone else thinking of doing a mock on a large scale, plan it before you do it.
Definitely.
Because that is what's really muffed me over, right? I didn't plan it before I did it. I thought, you know what, Bricklink was going fine at the time. I had some money in the bank. I was just going to go for it. And I thought I'd just work it out as the weeks go. And I do my still normal thing of making a video on the day. You just can't do it. So I would say, guys, if you're going to do it, definitely plan ahead, because I spent 3 weeks just thinking to myself how I'm going to do the floor, and that I know that's not good. I know that I've not helped myself there. You know, that has not helped because I feel like when you do a mock building series, not that I care too much about the algorithm, but I feel like one of the things they look for is consistency, and
I have no idea about algorithms, to be fair.
I can only imagine that one of the things they would look for in your channel is consistency. So I think I've blown that one out of the water, to be honest. I've done about 5 episodes in the space of about 12 weeks. So
Yeah. EMG needs to make an apology video. Laugh. Yeah, that'll come out next week instead of my weekly segment, and then the week after.
yeah.
Push it back another week.
Ronan Dixon, you says, are you joining the stud lug? I mean, I don't know how. If it's easy, then probably. Like, I may as well just say hello to some people, because my whole thing is when I want to be part of the community. So anything to like be more part of it would be quite cool, I guess. EMG don't even know the meaning of consistency.
True.
I definitely don't. I definitely don't know the meaning of consistency. I'll just release a video when and if I can and feel like it.
Yeah, I mean, I try to do my weekly videos. I haven't. I'm like tomorrow. I'm not live streaming on TikTok, which is going to be crap. But I'm not going to get any building done. So like that's been like nearly 2 weekends where I haven't built anything of Kashyyyk.
I feel that pain.
So what I might have to do is do a late one tomorrow night.
Here's it. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. I'm just gonna check that they're
Look at all those chickens.
Right. I'm gonna show you all of these packages.
Nice.
All these packages have minifigures in them.
Clones?
There's probably about, all clones, all different clones. There's probably about 15 to 20 different minifigures in total. And I've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. I've got about 12 or 13 more coming.
Yeah.
Possibly more by the time I go to sleep tonight, knowing how I've been spending my cheddar.
Yeah. Like you go to sleep, you'll wake up in the morning. It's like, how have I spent another £50 and I've got like 12 more figures coming?
Last night alone, I bought like 3 things on eBay.
Yeah.
Right. Not massive things, but things that I've just sort of had my eye on for a while. So I bought this because I want to have this as like one of my sealed sets. It was a really good price. I paid £27 for it, including shipping.
Yeah, boy, that's a decent set to be fair. I've got 2 of them.
It's sealed in the box.
Nice.
Sealed, completely sealed, mint, sealed in the box, no creases or anything. And like I said, £27.50 in total. You can't complain, can you?
Not really, not for that kind of price.
No. So there's that, and then I bought an Utapau trooper. And then today I bought 2. Just before the stream, I bought 2 of these guys. I'm only showing this to you because you'll obviously all forget it by the time I come to do it. I'm going to do one massive Clone Trooper haul video like next week. So I bought 2 of these guys.
The regular P1s, yeah.
So these are the ones that you got in the Trooper Battle Pack. So they're the realistic P1s, but with the leg printing.
Yeah.
So they're a bit more expensive. So I got 2 of those today. And obviously, I'm deciding whether or not to put an offer in on this.
I mean, to be fair, if you can get it for like the next little bid up, then I would say yeah, go for it because you've already got the spare legs, which is like convenient. So you don't have to, spend money on that.
Oh, I think he's actually changed it. Oh wait, make offer. Tell you what, I'll offer him £11. I'm not going to offer him more than £11.
I can what's it? Go on. in the comment section and a bag of what's it.
And a bag of what's it?
What?
He'll probably delete.
What's that cheaping? Every time you get a notification, you have a cheap.
Yeah. So
That
this
you've
thing, man,
got a notification.
like going back to the VIP weekend thing. So I
Yeah.
was on Lego.com because I thought let's have a gander and see if there's anything worth getting.
Goosey.
And to be honest, there's nothing from Lego Star Wars right now that I'm actually like, I really want to get that. You know, the only things I can see on there that I'd really want to get are I really want to get the police station, the creator expert police station.
Yeah.
That's £170. So I know I kind of think it's a bit pricey. For me, in a fair world, I would have priced that set 150. I think that's a fair price.
Yeah.
But I do think it's a really, really, it's one of my favorite looking modular sets. And some people say that they don't like the fact that we've got two little slithers and then the police station in the middle. But personally, I quite like it.
I like the PlayStation modular.
I think it gives it quite a nice, like, texture, I guess, and like a variant. The fact you've got two nice little shops, and then you've got the big police station going up through the middle, and then obviously you get the story with it, don't you? So
Yeah.
I like that. And then what else is there? I don't know why, but I really got into the idea of getting one of the dots, the artwork.
Yeah.
I really want to get one. I really want to get the Sith one.
There's a Sith one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. In a perfect world, I'd love to get all three, obviously, but to be honest, I'd like to just get one of them. And I'd probably either do Darth Vader or Darth Maul. And
I want to get all three and have the really big one.
Well, I'm just thinking because at the minute apparently they're retiring somewhat soon. Like
Really?
this.
You just come out.
Well, yeah, I know that's what I thought, but apparently they'll be retiring like at the end of this year. So it's still like 7 months or something. But
No, that's a shame.
apparently they're going to be gone end of the year. And at the minute they're on offer on sale on Amazon for like 90 something pound.
It's a lot of money for some studs, though, isn't it?
That's the problem. Like, it is a lot of money, but I just know that when I move into my new house, having like that on one of the walls, it's just
on
going to
your
look,
Lego wall is going to look amazing.
yeah, just look bang up.
Bang up.
So there's only a couple of things that I thought to myself on Lego that I would actually get at the minute. Obviously, I'd actually love to get the ISD, but I don't have that kind of money to spend
Not
on.
unless you win the lottery overnight.
So
that's a very moist cloth.
Let's see if he's gonna decline my offer again, shall we?
Oh yeah, that's good. My sponge is softening up the more it's getting wet. So I don't know if you guys can see it. See that little like bubbly patch in the middle? It's gone really soft in the bubble, but like this side is really hard. That's like the perfect consistency as well. If you'll win the lottery, please give me stuff. Yeah, I'll send you over a free set. I mean, it depends how much I win. If it's like 10 quid, then I can't really send you anything because 10 quid's not a lot. But if we're talking like a good like few mil, then sure.
Yeah. So I've got 10 plain phase 2 troopers at the minute.
Okay.
I just got, again, I'm only saying this because we don't have many people right now, and you probably will forget anyway. But I just bought 8 more, like 2 days ago.
Right. Okay. So that's 18.
I wasn't planning on getting them, right, but I saw them as a job lot on eBay. The guy was asking either 10 or £11 each one, and let's have a look. Actually, it's easier if I just.
Oh, my eyes.
purchases. I mean, it was an incredible deal. Like, there was no way I was passing it up.
I really feel like I just need to be picked up and dropped onto a bar or something with my back. Like I really just need my back to just go.
Mm.
Oh, that'd be so nice right now.
Let's have a look at see if the original listing.
I woke up like this. I have no idea where H15 goes. Go somewhere.
I think it was, what's £9.20 divided by 8?
Like £1 something.
I think it's £1.20.
Maybe.
I think it's pretty much £1.20 or £1.25. So he was selling eight realistic Phase 2 plain clone troopers for £11 plus £1.25 shipping each. But he had like the or a best offer thing.
Yeah.
So I messaged him saying £9 for each figure plus the shipping, expecting him to go, no way, they're already really cheap as it is.
Yeah.
Whereas you can't normally find the Phase 2 plain clone troopers for less than £12.50, and that's like on a good day on Bricklink,
Yeah.
right? But every now and again, I was lucky. I actually got the other one that I own off of Return of the Banter.
Yeah.
The guy at SW got a bunch of figs off, and I've got a load of figs off him actually over the last month or two. But I got mine off him for £11 each, and that I thought that was quite a good deal for free shipping as well.
Yeah.
Uh, so this guy offered him £9 a fig, right? Thinking, yeah, why not? Might as well, because I thought, oh, if I'm buying them all off him, maybe just maybe he'll get like counter offer £10 each. But he
Yeah.
accepted the offer, right?
Should have gone £8.
So I got eight of the Phase 2 troopers for £9 each plus £9.20 shipping. So the order came to what was it? The order came to 80 £81.20 in total, including. But if you think about it, that works out £81.20 divided by 8. That works out. I paid £10.15 for each of them and free shipping.
Yeah.
They're all like I thought maybe they're not real or something, but I went through and checked like 3 or 4 times and they're all legit. And when I
Mhm.
got them, I checked, they're all legit, they're all in bang up condition. Like he had them on display, so I just couldn't believe the deal I got.
Yeah. That sounds decent. That sounds really good.
Problem is, I need 2 more now because I can't have 18. I need 20.
Yeah.
But
I need to buy some more. I've got 8, I think,
mm,
or 10. I think I might have 10.
I went from having none to like obviously like 18 in the space of like 2 months.
Yeah.
But like I
That's
said, I've really got into the thing recently of just like scrolling through eBay and
really
Brick,
searching and finding the best deals.
and they're not very often. They don't come about often.
No, I mean, what I'm planning on doing is decaling a ton.
Yeah, I
So
mean,
like, just like talking to Master Builder and just saying like, hey, look, man, I'm thinking about making like I don't know an army of like 30 or whatever.
mm,
Buy all the blank bodies from him. Buy all the decals from him. We'll get him to buy them, and I buy them through him.
yeah,
And then just make up 30 of my own plain ones.
yeah, it
On
makes
AliExpress, it's like 140 quid. We don't want to buy it from AliExpress, Burrito. We want legit Lego. We don't want like a knockoff Lego figures. But nah, to be fair, AliExpress is good for other things. Like if you want anything kind of electrical or whatever, you can find some pretty good deals on that. But yeah, in terms of Lego, I don't think I'd be buying any Lego from AliExpress. Oh no, my sponge ripped. Maybe it hasn't softened up. Maybe that was just it being destroyed. Well, I'm gonna have to go to bed soon. I am very tired, and I'm gonna be up in the morning so I can work on my car. You were saying for me, lol. Okay, fair enough. You can buy away, man, but I'd still recommend saving up and buying Lego, like legit Lego, not just knockoff Legos. It's always the way because this is the way. I'm happy with my decaling I've done tonight. I've got Cody done, which looks really cool. So I've got Cody's legs done, and then I'm doing a Father First character, which I'm going to turn into myself. So I need a head. Um, I'm not saving up several hundred quid. I mean, you could quite easily save up several hundred quid. I know you could. Oh, I need to find like a head that's like matches my head. Maybe Negan. Negan is fairly similar to my head, but I don't want to nick Negan's head. That'll take me 2 years ish. You could do it faster than that. Don't forget you got birthdays and Christmases. You can get money from that. Oh, how you doing, man?
I think by the sounds of it as well, we're both sort of ready to
Go to bed.
because I've just realised that I actually haven't had dinner yet. Still,
How have you not? How do you just realise that? Like, oh yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. Like, was that not something you go? Oh, I haven't had dinner yet.
just sort of got carried away, I suppose.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, I'm getting a bit.
I'm tired too. I think calling it a night will be.
Good shout. We've had a good run tonight. I think we actually did get up to a solid 10 to 12 viewers for quite some time, actually. We're between 9 and 12 viewers, actually, for the last hour, well, for a solid hour and a half or so. So that was nice to see it pick back up because I was worried for a little bit there. For the first half an hour, there was like 3 to 5 people. I was like, oh, God, here we go.
Yeah,
Maybe YouTube's not liking us or something. I don't know.
yeah, we're not in favour anymore.
I think a lot of people were just sort of getting home, doing their own thing. I know, man. Well, my partner was sat out in the garden, socially distancing, having a drink with her friends. So obviously, I had no dinner cooked for me, did I?
Oh, what a savage woman!
What a B word, innit?
I know. What a B word. Complete and utter B word is what I say.
Oh, just quick before we end the stream, Burrito Boys, don't spend 140 quid on AliExpress for Lego. Don't. If you're going to spend,
Get the real stuff.
140 quid to spend, buy some real Lego, man.
Or do what I do: invest that 140 quid into parts, sell it on Bricklink. Then you'll be doubling your money.
You sound like that. You know, there's that guy on TikTok where it's like, instead of buying that car, invest your money and then like buy this house or something, and then sell the house and do this, and then buy the car and buy the house.
Yeah.
You've seen that
Like,
guy.
don't buy the £1 million house with a really expensive mortgage. Buy this. It's like a block of apartments. You can rent them out for like £26,000 a month. Then, in like 4 months' time, you can own this house. Still earning £26,000 a month. You're like, yeah, that's a no-brainer. Why don't I just not do that?
And then you do it in real life, and it all goes tits up.
It all goes tits up, and you get that one like tenant that doesn't pay, and they're late paying their rent, and then, a water pipe bursts, and then you have to pay for that. Nightmare.
Right, Burrito Boys, if your mum can use AliExpress, she can use Amazon, she can use eBay.
Clink.
Yeah, I mean, because essentially, I'm assuming that you basically go and find what you want and then go and ask her and say, "Can I do this?" So at the end of the day, I see no real difference, especially with Amazon, man. I mean, even if you're not going to do it with like Bricklink or something, you can still get some good deals on Amazon.
Amazon got some great deals on at the minute.
I find over the years, I found some fantastic deals. I mean, for example, I found Captain Rex's ATTE from the Rebel show. I got that on Amazon for £83.
Oh, stop rubbing it in my face.
I mean, not recently.
I just wish I'd bought it when it was out. It's one of those sets. Like, I wish I got all the Rebel. I wish I'd got all the Lego sets when they were out.
I knew about all the other ones because that was the only Rebel set. I didn't even realize it was Rebels when I bought it. I just thought, oh, cool. My next and probably only chance to get an ATTE.
Yeah.
and then watching it back. It almost makes me want to go and watch Rebels again.
I want to rewatch Rebels again and the Clone Wars. They're just
I've started rewatching the Clone Wars
so
already. But yeah, right, guys, let's call it a night. We've actually gone for quite a long time now. We've nearly gone for 3 hours this time.
again.
Another one.
Why? Why do we do this every time?
Blue Harvest Bricks, Scott Davis, Breeder Boys, massive shout outs to all of you guys.
Legends.
Right to the end. And also, I just appreciate you guys sticking up for us and supporting us as well. When we got people like that come into the channel and they're just, you know, dickheads, essentially. Just like, we're glad to have people like you that just safe.
I can't believe I had EMG Bricks cam the whole time on my screen. I didn't realize it.
EMG Bricks what?
Cam. When I did my live stream, I had my EMG Bricks and my EMG Bricks cam. So for the whole stream, I was like this, really.
Oh damn!
And I didn't realize it, so I had to quickly just go back and just.
Gee. What a life this guy lives.
I know, living life on the edge. Or we can even do this. Ready? That's the one. That's staying. Oh no! I thought you completely just like left the stream there. That just says me rage quitting. That's enough.
Right, guys.
Oh wait, Scott says, "See my last comment real quick."
Real quick before you end, what did you think of the R2 reveal? For me personally, not a set that I'm like massively hyped about or was
different to this boy. He looks so similar. His head's slightly more rounded and his body's slightly more rounded.
I would almost
boy.
I like the fact that they've tried to tile it off and make it look smoother, but at the end of the day, I actually do think the old R2D2 head looks better in terms of like shape.
Like the new one's kind of, it just tries to round it off in different places, whereas this one, it's just the blockiness of it works better.
Yeah, it just there's not really much they could do, to be fair, unless they actually just made a mold.
What I want to know though is, where did the idea come from?
What, to redo it?
Yeah, like who just gone R2D2? We need to redo him.
Yeah,
it's been 10 years. Let's just redo R2D2.
I think it was an easy fix, wasn't it? It was an easy set to just bang out because they already pretty much had the mold. They only had to modify it a little bit, and let's just put some tiles on top, sort of thing. I think it was just easier for them, wasn't it, than coming up with a whole new design.
Yeah, a whole new UCS set. But then again, where's the dropship with ATOT?
It's got to be coming. I mean, the sad thing is, we've already heard from Lego that they're not planning to release another play scale gunship anytime soon. But I mean, I don't know, man. It's just there, isn't it? It's like, why haven't they done that?
Yeah. But yeah, I agree with Scott. He's going to get it. Like, if you don't have the R2D2, I definitely recommend getting an R2D2. It's such an amazing set. But since I've got this one, I probably will not be getting the new one.
It's an iconic set. I mean, for me, as someone else who doesn't have it, my only reason for not getting it is that it's still a fair chunk of money, and for me, I'd rather get something else.
Yeah. But yeah, at the minute, I'm trying not to buy any parts for my mock because I'm saving it for when I'm at Legoland. I'm literally just going to go there and I'm going to go to the store. I'm going to be like, I'm going to video it. I'm going to try and video it.
When are you booked?
The 21st. We're going 2 days. We're going for 2 days. We're going Friday and Saturday. So 21st. Is it 21st, 22nd? No, yeah. 21st, 22nd. Huh?
Staying overnight in like the hotel?
No, we're staying up in a travel lodge, going up on a Thursday night, coming back on a Monday.
Damn, long weekend.
Nice long weekend away. Well, me and my haven't spent a weekend away together. Like, the whole time we've been together, it's been during lockdown.
You're going to spend all your money on the first day?
Second day. First day, I'm going to look at everything and go, right, I'm coming back for this one and this one and this one, and then second day I'll come back. Mostly pick a brick though. I have not owned a pick a brick. I'm going to get pick a brick. Like, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna buy Pick a Brick.
I feel like, to be honest, all I'm remembering is all of the Clone Wars sets that I saw when I went in there when I was like really young, and I could have bought every set on the shelf.
The Senate Commando speeder set that came with Cad Bane.
Yes,
I bought that the first time round I went to Legoland, and then the Palpatine's Arrest was my second purchase when I went the second time.
Rest. That's a really cool set.
Palpatine's Arrest was my second one. The second time I went, that's the second set. I'm gonna have to buy a set, just the tradition of buying sets when I'm at Lego.
Oh, of course. Right. Yeah. Anyway, like, let's go. Let's. My throat's starting to hurt a lot.
Yeah, my
as well.
hair's all floppy.
So, it's been fun. I'll chat to you soon.
Yeah, see everyone very, very soon.
To everyone else watching this afterwards, I hope you come check out both of our channels. The links are in the description down below. See if it's worth subscribing. Thank you very much, everyone. See you next time on
Cheers, everyone.
Peace.
Peace. He didn't end it. He just left. He hasn't ended the stream. UCS. I'll have to message